But anyway, top 10 this week. We have some activity just outside of the top 10. And it's to shock you people. Or maybe not. Maybe to not shock you people. But
It didn't shock me.
Don't tell me.
Nothing can shock me.
Nothing can shock
It didn't shock me.
Alright, there's two songs outside the top 10. There's two activities outside the top 10 that TTC has highlighted here, man. We have Gunners. We Getting Fucked Tonight featuring Burna Boy. Debuting at number 18. And then we have Satisfaction featuring Ashake launching at number 21. Those are the activities that we do have outside the top 10. How's everyone
Interesting.
That's fair.
That's interesting, though.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
It is.
No offense.
It is to me, man.
It's very
Because of the
interesting.
names. It is. It's very interesting to me.
It is very interesting. The fact that Ashake's song is
Ashake's song is not on top 10 on top table. It's not crazy to anybody.
that's insane.
It's not that
But-
crazy to
They
me.
said it's not landlord
It's
song.
not crazy.
But I would like
It's not
to see
that
next
crazy
week.
to me.
I would like to see next week. I
It's
think
landlord.
they'll move up higher.
Anyway, we'll see. You guys are talking about landlord
why.
chat. But anyway,
They say it's featuring landlord.
it's
not-
featuring
It's
landlord.
featuring landlord. not
Yes,
landlord
same
song.
thing. Anyway, Sha. That was the activity outside the top 10 this week. We'll get into the top 10 put together by Turntable Charts, the only aggregate chart system in Nigeria currently. And at this week, at number 10, we have a record by Fola, which is You, debuting at number 10 on this week's official top 100. You tallied 1.41 million on-demand streams, making it number 10 on streaming, and 39.7 million in radio reach, making it number 11 on radio, to become Fola's eighth top 10 single in Nigeria, and one of the 3 in this week's top 10, which is the most by any artist on the top 10 right now. So Fola at number 10 this week with You. We're expecting to see him twice again on the top 10. How's everyone feel about that? This is new.
I want to say this is number 8 top 10 in 12 months.
For Fola.
Number 8 for Fola, yeah, in 12 months.
Crazy.
That's all I want.
Next
Crazy,
rated.
crazy. Next
rated.
Next one is pretty shut. Yeah, it's pretty shut down at this point.
Try, no competition.
No
Try.
competition for Fola, it looks like, in that conversation, man. But anyway, that was it at number 10 this week. Moving up to number 9, guess who again? Benson and Fola with Very Soon, holding up the same spot from last week at number 9 this week. Okay, moving up to number 8, we have a song falling down from number 5, Kelebu by Rema. At number 8 this week in its second week after tallying 1.09 million on-demand streams, making it number 18 on streaming and 62.9 million in radio airplay impressions, and making it number 4 on radio. How's everyone feel about Kelebu dropping 3 spots? What's the temperature right now for you guys?
Expected.
Not bad. But I beg, why is it now number 68 on Apple Music chart?
On Apple Music charts. Because streaming is not just Apple, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, it like it was just in terms of charting, like it seems to chart healthy on many charts, and then you go to Apple Music charts and it's not. healthy there.
Are you alluding to something?
I don't know. Maybe that's. I think it's just for that proof that chart is.
Just leave Apple alone.
It's fake as fuck. I think that's just more proof.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's
man. Man, Kelebu at number 8 this week on top 10. Moving up to number 7, we have the Migos, Ewo, okay, by Famous Pluto, Charlie Poppy, and Zeri Dio, falling from number 6 to number 7. This is a former number 1 as well. All right. That was it at number 7. At number 6, rebounding from number 7, we have 99 by Olamide featuring Ashake, Daycom, Shay Vibes, and Young John. Okay, the record's still holding up nicely at number 6 this week. Moving up to number 5, ladies and gentlemen, look, because we have Hot Body yet again. Ira Star. Okay,
Man,
at
what a
number 5.
banger.
At number 5. At number 5
Manuel,
this
you
week.
didn't do it right. You didn't do it right.
Mother, what? Are you trying to be a banger boy? What's that?
Emmanuel, you can
I'm
do
tapping
better.
into my inner pixel.
God
Relax.
forbid. God forbid. Iman talks about what a hot body can do.
I'm tapping into my inner pixel, man. Let me
No,
cook.
it's not. It's not.
Is
that.
the
You just
is the
use
transition
word.
that
Let me cook. Anyway, it drops to number 5 this week from its number 3 peak, despite leading the radio chart for a third week with 81.7 million in radio reach. It's still leading the radio. Massive.
So hot body is number
Because
one
that's
on
what
radio.
a hot
Wait,
body
wait.
can
Body
do.
can do. Wait, but I want to understand something. Hot body is number 1 on radio, but
Yes.
number 6 on the chart.
Number 5.
Number 5 on the chart. That's crazy. So what are the rest of the people on top of hot body? Again?
I guess they're streaming and they're
They are
radio.
not streaming as much as they are requesting already.
Yeah, exactly.
They're streaming more than they are requesting on radio. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
precisely. All right, that was number 5 this week. Ira Star with Hot Body. Moving up to number 4, we have Fola yet again. With DJ Tunes, One Condition featuring Fola and Wizkid holds at number 4 at its peak for yet another week. How's everyone feeling about One Condition, man? Everyone's still having it on rotation?
for that beat alone.
Yeah.
That beat
Zedekos.
is music. That beat alone. is
Zedekos
music.
madness.
No, they didn't need to sing. They just needed to have that beat. And god
Honestly,
damn it.
honestly. All right, man. It's good to see. Good to see Fola yet again on number 4 spot this week. But moving up to number 3, ladies and gentlemen, we have the former number 1. We have a former
This one
number
shocked
1.
This one shocked me.
Ashake's Bad Man Gangster with Tiakola slips from number 1 to number 3 after topping the charts for 2 consecutive weeks. How are we feeling?
It makes you wonder.
Why are
What
you
could
wondering?
have happened? What could have
Number
happened?
one shocking
that-
about it.
We'll see.
what's
The
happening?
top 2
Let me
songs will make
finish
sense.
now. Let me finish.
Okay.
It makes you wonder what could have happened that landlord ended up at number 3. What magic was going on?
They
And
paid him
that's-
rent already now, 2 weeks into the month. Rent don't go now.
I don't understand.
Fine, sure.
If not beginning of the month, you go there.
Please give us.
I'm actually curious to know what number 1 is.
Okay, all right. Let's do a quick recap before we get into our top 2 songs this week. At number 10 this week, we had You by Fola. At number 9, we had Very Soon by Benson and Fola. At number 8, we had Kelebu by Rema. At number 7, we had Ewo by Famous Pluto, Charlie Poppy, and Zeri DL. At number 6, we had Olamide with 99. At number 5, we had Hot Body by Ira Star. At number 4, we had DJ Tunes, One Condition with Fola and Wiz. At number 3, we have Ashake with Bad Man Gangster with Tiakola. At number 2 this week, ladies and gentlemen, a debut. Gunna's Forever Be Mine with Wizkid debuts at number 2 on the official Nigeria Top 100 with 3.62 million on-demand streams, making it number 1 on streaming, and 23 million radio reach, making it number 3 on radio. As a result, it becomes Gunna's highest charting single in Nigeria, as well as being the highest charting entry by a non-Nigeria as the lead artist since Black Sheriff's Kweku the Traveler that debuted at number 1 in 2022. So this is the first foreign artist to get this high on the chart since 2022. Crazy. How are you feeling, man?
Sorry, last week we found out that Tyler's Water never made it to the top 10.
Yeah.
So that means that this is a big deal.
Yeah, man. How are you feeling?
I only have one thing to say.
Oh, God.
They said my goat
You and this
was
your
what?
idolo. Yeah, this your
I was about to say. I was about to say.
Your goat is washed. Your goat is washed.
Keep quiet. Where's your own goat on the chart? Me on top then. Please.
Oh my God.
Nah, we spoke
Don't
on this
piss me
record.
off.
I think you went under the radar. And
Yeah.
Ghana also has a very, very strong presence in
Who is the
Nigeria.
OG landlord? Nah, just landlord tax there.
On that note,
Wait, Taj, you don't think it's a good record?
No, it's a good record.
No, I think it's a good record.
No, he likes it.
It's a good record.
He's just saying it because I keep mentioning
Yeah.
the mention.
Anyway, that was number 2.
Oh, no, but there's OG landlord tax
on,
here.
everybody. Hold on, everybody. On that note, we still have to get to number 1. We have not
Yeah.
gotten to number 1 yet.
Yeah,
Please,
no, it's okay.
calm
It's okay.
down.
We're about to.
I hope it is what I think it is, but go ahead.
I'm actually so clueless to what it could be.
Okay, on this week's number 1, on Turntable Charts, the only aggregate chart system in Nigeria that puts together streaming and radio. At number 1 this week.
This preamble
Please say
It's giving Ace of MTV Base.
At number 1 this week. Returning for a second week at number 1. Love by Burna Boy. At number 1.
Pepe, come here, let me hold your shirt. Pepe, come here. You have to know my group was. Oh, God.
Love is at number 1 this week.
Let me hold your shirt. Come here. Come here. Are you asking us where the goat is? He did number 1, you ask. Oh, shit.
Unbelievable.
Sorry, when you guys were asking me like why was I saying what I was saying, this is why I was saying what I was saying, and when she said is your goat even in the top 10, that's why I laughed.
Guys,
I didn't know.
guys, as someone who has tried marketing music in Nigeria, you people are the most confusing motherfuckers ever. Nothing about you people makes sense.
Makes sense.
God,
It doesn't. No, but anyway, let's expand. Wait. Let's expand on this number 1. All right. Burna Boy's Love tallied 2.607 million on-demand streams, making it number 2 on streaming, and 64.1 million in radio reach, making it number 3 on radio, as it records its second week at the top of the singles charts in Nigeria, having topped the charts 3 weeks ago. For a second consecutive week, the number 1 single in Nigeria across all platforms is not number 1 on either of this week's streaming charts or radio charts. Okay, in the country, Ashake's Bad Man Gangsta led the top 100 last week but was the number 3 on radio and number 3 on streaming. So that's another sideline fact. But overall, man, Burna Boy is here again at number 1 with Love.
Okay.
No.
Wait, hold
So-
on. The reason why we should do Omah, because let's just get to the
Junior.
Let's just.
Oh, wait, you
finish
guys
our-
have spoken about the
No,
Omah.
it happened literally
happened
after this
you-
first.
After
Just
Wow,
after
that feels
we,
like a lifetime ago.
yeah, it feels like a
Yeah,
lifetime right
just-
now.
Someone
just
still not
talk
replied,
about
Chad,
it
so
and
we can
get
speak
to
about that.
So Rema has. Well, I was hoping by now we would have had something to hold on to because there was allegations being made.
The only
on
thing he
TL.
wants you to hold on to is scalable.
Yeah, it seems so.
No, everybody they can.
It seems so, man. But I want to talk. I guess we can use the opportunity to talk about, I guess, plagiarism in the context of music.
I think also a timeline is very important for all of this because
yes.
when this conversation first came up last year, we talked about the fact that if any of this happened, it would have had to have happened in 2023, which as of right now is 2 years ago. So quite honestly, we should not be having this conversation. But that's besides the point. 2023 happened. Then there was a conversation about timelines, right? So yes, you guys are sharing information with each other. You're going back and forth. But one of the conversations that came up last year when we talked about this was the fact that I believe Red Potion, that entire Rema EP dropped before this quote-unquote conversation happened.
Yeah.
And that entire EP could have leaned towards a future like the Ozeba EP and He Is and all the stuff that we got on there. So my question is it really plagiarism, or is everybody just feeling a little taken advantage of? I don't know.
It seems like you're trying to say something with that question. So you might
You're very biased.
you might as well just say it.
No, I'm just asking a question. Like, what exactly is the timeline we are working with?
Okay, so
It's a leading question.
what did you say?
No, it's like it's a question that
It's very much a leading question because I want to hear what people's opinions are. Lead me to where you want to go.
Okay, I'm sure everyone has
lead us to where you want to go.
I'm sure everybody has a little bit of context, even though it feels like an entire like decade ago now. Omah had a friend of his, or some burner accounts that released the screenshots of the conversations that he had with what clearly looks like Rema. I mean, it didn't necessarily show that it was Rema, but clearly looks like Rema because they're exchanging ideas. Rema had sent him the sample.
No, it showed it was him.
It did?
That's confirmation.
The
Yeah.
message,
Did it show?
the message literally said
right.
that, and then he said, "Hey, broski, is Rema."
Right. All right. Yeah.
No, there's no that the iMessage.
There were leaks of the leaks of the iMessage email.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So that was another crazy thing. So anyway, yeah, Rema and Omah having a conversation. Rema shares the idea or sends a snippet of "Now I Know," a song that is on the Yeez album, the last track on the album, and then Omah sends back a song that is titled Mara something. But essentially, it lets us know that that's the Mara idea. And even from the conversation, you can get the sense that Omah was hinting towards a new sound that he believed only both of them would be able to achieve it, that they wanted to do it together. He was thinking about upping the tempo. He was just thinking about the whole like vision he had for a particular sound. Now, eventually we saw Omah had an interview where he had obviously put it out there in the ecosystem that somebody stole my idea, right? And I had to scrap my album and basically make a new one because the idea is out there and it's open. Obviously, we all went in our speculation bag. We kind of made the educated guess that it was Rema. Looking at the landscape of albums at that time, it obviously was pointing to Rema, but he didn't want to say it. But this new screenshots now further confirm the allegation that he's making here. He believes Rema stole the idea for him. I guess the conversation points now is it?
He believes.
Yeah, he believes. That's the thing. That's how we can put it right now. He believes.
I think
right?
Did you not see the chat?
We saw the chat.
Believes.
The chat is pretty one-to-one.
Yes.
Okay.
No, but I don't think anything is concrete with this conversation.
Sing
right?
Mara. Sing Mara. If I ask you to sing Mara right now, will you sing it?
I'll tell you what.
There's no concrete info now.
No, I'll tell you what's concrete, right? And that's where everybody's not looking at the conversation from. Nobody cares about what's in that Mara record, right? And I don't think the conversation is about the specific track. It's the narrative. It's the narrative, the idea. It's the energy. See, at the end of the day, Rema has always made party records. Rema has always made fast-paced records, right? But Rema owned a narrative with his, and he seems to have gotten it off that conversation, right? And that is where the issue is. So before everybody goes in, I know, let me just quickly bear that common sense here. I know everybody's going to attack the track Mara and Ozeba, but I don't know that Rema and Omah can technically make one or like a song like both of them replicate the same song for both of them. I don't think it would be that specific, but it's the concept of we need to make an agenda around the fact that we need to make danceable party music. It's not like Rema wasn't already doing it. Rema was already doing it.
So the conversation here is that we are stealing visions.
I mean, if that's how you want to categorize it, yes, it's yes,
Okay.
it's not. But I know
you're being very condescending, and it's actually not.
It's actually not condescending. It is actually just going with what's being said.
And to be honest, this is me playing devil's advocate. So I know where I stand in this argument. I'm definitely not Team Omah in this argument because the truth is that there's a collection of something from him that was then run with, right? Mm-hmm. There definitely was that. It's pretty evident. There's no. How can I say the conversation is very one-on-one.
It's very obvious.
The conversation is like. Do you know what makes that conversation so interesting? Is that Rema says what he's working on, and it is the most different song on the project.
Yes, it's the outlier on the project.
It's not the song that leans into anything that has to do with his. That is where the guy was at. Right? He has made party records, and I think at that point he wanted to try and cook something else.
Also, Rema sending now.
Somebody sent something that has Mara on it, which is one of the base level of.
Sorry. Let's just finish the full point there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, one person sent Now I Know, which is very different. We know it's the most different record here. Yeah. And then somebody says something that has Mara on it. You should know it's also the fundamental aspect of what his is. Right, like so, or what the narrative is, or what the idea is that these niggas were trying to do.
Okay.
So I think once again you can kind of place what is going on here. I know people might want to hash on to the fact that we've not heard the Mara record, so who said it sounds like Ozeba, but like it's just not about that per se, right? It's just
about stealing ideas and visions.
Yeah, it's about getting ahead of the idea that I formed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think,
or maybe not that I formed, that I shared with you, because you might have formed that idea and you didn't tell me, right?
Yeah.
That you had that idea. You just kind of said me something that is different from what I was saying, so that makes me believe that you are not on the same headspace as me. Yeah, because it's not like you sent me a danceable record. You sent me a not danceable record. So it's very hard for Omah to believe that Rema might have also had that idea. Right? And I think that's also a middle ground you can look at the conversation. Is that
yes, exactly.
That one person might not have explicitly said this is what I also want to do, but the actions that were there, you sent me a song that did not align with that.
Yeah.
Right?
I think, to be clear, because I think Chibi had said, "Oh, I'm sounding condescending." It's not even about being condescending. It's about trying to fish out what people actually think. Because if I give you my actual personal opinion, it is along the same lines. Like, what I truly think is that ideas were shared and somebody picked the idea and ran with it. That's all it is. I'm not saying that Omah is lying. I actually don't think he is really lying. I just think it is a twisted circumstance of issues where it's like, oh, I was going to do this thing, but you did it first, and now I feel slighted. That's literally what is going on here. I don't even disagree or say anything about that. What I'm saying is that we're now here, and now I'm sharing my personal opinions, because what I was doing earlier was asking questions. But my personal opinion is that now we are here. So what do you want us to do?
No, I mean,
and that's where I'm going at, right? Is that like, okay, so now you have told us all of this. Rema is also the same person that came to tell us that he stole his friend's laptop. So now in 2025, what do you want us to do with this information? If you want to drop your album and speak to us.
Okay, so okay.
See again. I said that is my personal opinion, but initially I was not sharing my personal opinion for this reason. My own personal opinion is just drop your music and fight him back in the music. That is my personal opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we respect your personal opinion.
Yes.
We respect it, but like, I just think at the end of the day, like, this is creatives fighting, right? It's deep. Like, it's not. It
just feels like rollout.
There's a rollout. No, there's a rollout net benefit, of course.
There is a benefit of it, but you have to understand that, bro, this is somebody's creative effort, and if you know how creatives are, it is a big thing that ideas were.
They're sensitive about this shit.
Very sensitive.
But yeah, please let us.
So it's sensitive about it, but it's coming
Junior,
like 2 years after I make the first statement. I don't really get that. I don't really care about who did it still. All I care about is like the morals in there, bro. We are coming after 2 years of making the first like initial statement. It's already strategic. They're trying to push your album with the clouds. It's very obvious.
Obviously.
So when we are talking about like creative, this, that, it doesn't feel like it's fighting for that. It feels like it wants to like make the most out of it. Bro, if you wanted to fight for it, I'd have come at the person when the person dropped the album.
I don't think
stole from me, and I really want to go hard for it. I can go hard at the person.
Nah, I disagree.
Why coming 2 years after?
I don't know that you can tell people when to react.
Yeah.
I don't think you can tell people when to react.
I don't think you can, but
I don't think
no, obviously.
I see Junior's point from a perspective of Loki. Like, the album is already out. We've digested it. We have eaten from it. Rema has poured from it and is moving on.
We have even moved on.
So, like, we've practically moved on from the album, and it's like,
I mean, Kelebu is here.
Like, what is this? Please remove Kelebu. Kelebu is the what's it called?
Kelebu is the white man. The white man.
Would you guys rather have had sabotage somebody's album?
I'm not saying he needed to sabotage. This is the point I guess I'm seeing where Junior is coming from. Is the idea that we've already done, like, we've done the whole dance. The album is out. We've eaten out of it. We were practically done. You admitting this now or putting out this, like, I hardly doubt, like, if the idea is to, like, what is the goal we're trying to paint here?
The goal here is control. The goal is to control narrative. I think it's more STEM.
If the goal is just to point out an obvious well, not obvious, but like point out a scene of theft.
Right.
Theft. If the goal is to malign or not malign Rema, I don't know if it's working or it's not working. Like,
can you guys let me speak
like
on
I
this
feel
thing?
like people's. I feel like
for sure. People get to speak.
I feel like people's outlook on Rema and the album, fortunately or unfortunately, is not gonna change because of this bad boy piece of information. Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
So like I'm trying to figure out what is the end goal of this release. Like, or is it just you being a creative, being like, you know what, I finally get to say everything that I want to say and then just move on. If that's what it is, then you know what, Fairs, you've said your own, we can all move on, Abby. So it's just hard for me to figure out what the end goal of all of this.
So listen, you know what's crazy? I've been in Omah's shoes before. I'm not even going to kid you guys. I've been in Omah's shoes before. So this idea of like him coming out at this very, very convenient time to express this point, even though yes, there's a net benefit of it lining up with the entire rollout, it is connected to the album, being that we know that he has started or at least cleaned the slates in terms of making a new idea, making a different album since that idea had been quote unquote stolen. Right?
Yeah.
Trust me, I think
supposedly the new album is called Clarity of Mind.
Yes,
so I'm like, okay, maybe that's what we're tying all of this into somehow.
But
so he's clearing his mind.
Yes. So as a creative, it's very, very like it's a different level of pain when you feel your idea had been taken from someone that you had, or at least like that you were not necessarily in the same position you were with this whoever it is, and that person. And we see it time and time again. We've heard so many upcoming artists have similar stories where they share ideas with bigger acts, and in some cases they run with their ideas, they run with their concepts. I can get the sensitive part of him wanting to share that story, that hey, or get in front of it, hey, I have an idea that is out there, and you still want to have that creative license and credit to attach your name to it. It's just innate. It's like you can't really pinpoint it. Right? It's just a human reaction to it.
But you know why this conversation is also very, very interesting, which I wish Lost Boy was here, because look, he said something about this that I thought was very interesting.
About YK
Yes.
Please.
I understand trying to tie yourself to that sound and like, oh, this was a thing that I wanted to bring to like the forefront beyond just like beyond it being a sound that is like in the background. Like let's make it more front facing.
Going to
like
be
what is a person like a DJ YK Mule feeling?
And this is probably the most important album of this generation so far.
It's going to obviously age well.
You have to understand. You have to understand the magnitude of what this album represents. Like, and if it was gotten from somebody, you have to understand that it is not going to be an easy thing to just let slide. You guys, like, his is the most important album this generation has seen so far, and it's ever see. So let's just be honest with that conversation.
Okay, all right, Chibi, real quick, Chibi needs to.
Chibi needs to.
Emmanuel, thank you. Please, you guys have oppressed me. Thank you.
No.
Who be this?
You guys are oppressing me, man. Allow me to speak.
Chibi, speak.
First thing I was going to say is that Rema not replying is very telling. Like, I don't know why there isn't a statement or something else. Like, I think that if somebody accuses you directly or indirectly, especially as a creative, I think you should kind of speak up on it. A week maybe has gone by and it looks like we're not going to get a reply. I think you should say something. The other thing I was going to say is that
so for the next shift can post Abby. That's why you look for a reply.
Bro,
I don't know what.
Wait now, Jesus, let this guy.
Please, bro, relax. I mean, if somebody accuses my creative, like me of stealing something from them creatively, there has to be some sort of
my integrity is on the line.
I have to say something but
Rema is the golden child. Nothing is going to happen.
Nothing is going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. Of course,
nothing's going to happen. But something you should address.
Chibi. Okay. But this is not the first time he's accusing him. So, and he didn't respond the first time he actually accused him.
He didn't accuse him the first time. He didn't put a name on it.
But the first time he didn't accuse him.
He didn't put a name on it.
Let me just go into that point.
It was all a rumor. So there was nothing for him to clear up at the time. Like, what's he gonna come and say?
If you don't put my name on it, obviously you sound crazy.
And you will not come out and say, I am the somebody. It will sound crazy. Why would you do that?
Okay,
so, there was nothing to.
Let me just go on real quick, right? And on the flip side of why maybe Omah did not come out at the beginning and say it was Rema. I mean, I think that's sabotage, right? If somebody just puts out music, and obviously it's music that is just out, I think that is very like, it's like at that moment to come out and say, oh, like this person stole my stuff. I just think, especially when you're not an upcoming artist, it gives hater vibes. I think let them have their run, or let them do their thing. Obviously, you already did it first, so I'm not gonna hate.
Right.
Another thing that like Taj kind of said that I don't necessarily agree with everything Taj says, but he made a good point. Like the sound, right? Stealing somebody's idea and like their sound. Like one thing that really like ticked me off on this was Tempo's statement on that podcast where he was saying that, you know, like Omah was still probably pushing to release some of the songs, and he was like, bro, you can't. They kind of like sound the same, like it's the same influence, and he kind of inferred that somewhere listening on that video. And it's like, if that idea or concept is stolen, then it's, you know, it was stolen, and it's kind of hard to replicate that. Sometimes an idea can just be saying, oh, let's do something a certain way, and you know, everybody has their own elements and their own uniqueness.
Okay.
But you flipped my concept and uniqueness to your own way. On the other side of like, speaking of Rema's side, Rema could honestly have had that idea. He could have conceptualized it, could have had. But I think, you know, and that's something about ideas. I think Rema also said in an interview, like, you know, if you don't do it first, somebody else will do it. Yeah. But I think the problem here is, I think if this was like the sound he chose to like go forward with for a whole album, like that was the concept, I think Omah should have been at least informed, or at least carried along in some way, maybe a feature or something. Because if someone played you a sound that is typically a sound that you're not going for your entire album, then they're kind of blindsided by, you know, just dropping out. I'm just like, bro, not written I share you for DMV. That, like, you know, that's kind of crazy.
And you know, Rema packaged it, like the tweets, the everything, like the agenda.
If you carried me along and said, bro, see, this is your idea, I don't want like the sound. I kind of went crazy with it. Kiniko, you know, kind of carry me along. I feel like there'll be less of a slack than you just going ahead to like fully do it and obviously blindside them to the point where the producer is saying, oh, you can't drop this song, and you can't drop this song because it sounds exactly like what was just dropped. So I mean, that's my own point on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I definitely understand that point as well. Like the fact that Rema probably could have carried Omah along with the idea, but then again, creatively, there could be strong decisions being made at that point, right? The album isn't flooded with features. There's literally just Shali and OD. And obviously, those are the artists that obviously speak to the streets in terms of the sonic dynamics. So it makes sense why he wouldn't.
He said, now I know. He wanted to involve him in the sound. I'm sorry. He wanted him on the. He wanted to involve him in the sound. Like, so there was obviously some intention to create something there.
I don't know. Wait, what do you mean? Like, he wanted him on the sound?
Like in the conversation?
The song to each other. Yes, he said he wanted him.
Now I know is a big corner of his, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, it's hard for me to, what's it called? Like, do I believe that he shared a song with him as far we should have a song together? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I know that he wanted Omah to be part of what, like, sound? Like, I'm trying to understand, like, are you talking in terms of like the solid direction for his
text? Wait, in the text, right? So he said
this is in the text too.
Ideas.
Yeah, I read the text. What do you mean?
So then basically, if Omah goes Mara together, then Rema goes, now I know basically that they won't do it together then. Omah goes, oh, I'm still going to take my time with this though. So that kind of, in the context of that text, that back and forth, give the context that it was going to be on it.
But so also in the conversation.
Let's not in context, right? If Omah and Rema get on this song, it's instantly one of the biggest songs in the country. Like, it's just
right.
Honestly, not saying like, you know, but based on track record, those are two really big artists. So for him to have a vision like that for his album, again, this just makes me lean into thinking this was like the sound you were kind of like, oh, this is what I'm kind of working on. And I'm not obviously saying, because Rema does have fast-paced songs.
Yeah, it does.
Again, the accusations seem realistic looking at it as a biased person. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
Like, if you're looking at it,
but at the same time, there's still a possibility. There's still a realm. Like it doesn't shut the case down for me. Like it doesn't necessarily have I'm not drawing any conclusion from all of this.
No absolutes.
Yeah.
I'm not drawing any conclusion from this because Rema could easily pull up his receipts of ideation with his producers as far back as before their interaction even. It's very, very possible. Yeah. And I know
I have a question for Chibi. Sorry, I have a question for Chibi. And anybody else can answer this question. So what happens when after all of this, Omah now drops his project and on his project Rema is there?
I mean, the chances of that happening.
I don't think that's possible though. You just smeared my brand. I'm not gonna make a song with you and release it. Like,
The chances of that happening. I don't think
this is not fun. This is you stole my girlfriend. No.
I think as far as collaboration between both of them, I don't see it happening because what's been put out there, like
artistic integrity.
It seems very, very damning to like of an allegation to make against another artist, right? So it's
I don't know because the only reason
I mean they could, but the chances I'm not holding my breath for that.
The only reason why I bring this up is because if there's one thing Nigerian artists and Nigerian fans do love is a bit of this sentiment that all publicity is publicity, even bad publicity. So they do love an embarrassing story to use as something to push, and they would say, oh yeah, it was just a prank. I do not expect that from either of these two people, but I think also it is a very I'm in a dilemma because I'm in this space where I'm like, you can't tell people when to react to something. You can't tell people when to feel like they can share about what they are going through or how they feel. I don't think it is any of us job or position to tell Omah when he should share
put it out,
what he experienced. Exactly. Right? Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think there should be some honesty to what you are doing, right? So in the past 1 month alone, first was Donawan saying he's no longer managing Omah. Then there was the bit between Donawan and
K-Style.
What's his name? K-Style. Then there's Omah starting his burner account. Then them saying no, it's not Omah, it's his friend. Then so all of these things are happening before the text messages even drop, right? And so it's like a weird situation where I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking for Omah not to come after Rema. What I am asking for is give us what you want us to do. So you have come out here and you have told us XYZ stole from you. Great. So what do you want us to do with this information? Are you coming out to tell us and then following up by saying, hey, yes, this is what happened. This is how I handled it. This is where I'm moving forward. This is the album you should be expecting from me. I'm not getting that.
I don't think about that.
But music is an emotional sport.
It's
allow the man speak his truth.
Sure.
Anyway, I want to hear from Ginger.
Okay, let Ginger go first. I think I have an answer for Rema.
Okay.
Can Dante reply Belema to what she's saying?
Okay, Dante.
Because I know Gina's not going to different routes.
Ginger has had his hand up. Let him go. I think maybe I might even have to reply them together, but Ginger go.
Ginger is about to go the different route.
Let him go.
Ginger, are you there? Please don't do this thing where you're not now there. When we're ready. And the floor is open for you, man.
I think Ginger is playing ball.
So Ginger has already started his take inside the comment section. He's saying that disingenuous takes. I said, God damn it.
Like he just come here to come and disagree with everything we're saying. So like that's.
But I also want to hear his argument.
I want to hear his arguments for sure. He's ready for all of us today.
Yes, Ginger.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Gingerbread, yes, we can hear you.
Ginger, are you good? You sound tired.
Yeah, I hope you're good, bro.
Yeah. First off, I'd like to say that some of us, they like to say certain things because we see certain things. We could just assume, say, now the real thing be that. That's first off. We don't forget, say, this thing, everybody, they cook up agenda sometimes. But anyways, I don't like when people speak in absolutes. Some of the things that have been said are also being said in absolutes, like Taj, like Chibi. Sort of.
Wait.
Guys, let's wait. I know antagonize when I talk. So I beg, make I hear.
We'll respond.
No distort my chain of thoughts. Anyways, as I was saying, you said the text, this, that. Like, dude, did you get that text from the original source? No.
There was proof, bro.
Well, what's the proof now?
Wait, Chibi, can you please
You want
just
to
let
argue with him that
him?
the text is real? How do you know? You don't know now. Just
Chibi,
How do you know the text is real? Like, how do you know? You've seen, you and I have seen concurrently that people have been able to make up things that looks exactly like something that comes out of maybe an iMessage or WhatsApp or whatever, or Twitter DMs and whatnot, IG, IG posts. Oh, Bonner said Davido is stupid, and it looks so real and whatnot. And then one nigga is saying, and then somebody behind the Bonner is saying, oh, what I posted is real and whatnot.
So you're saying
and
we shouldn't rule out
with
the legitimacy of the screenshots. We shouldn't.
No, see, I can't. You can't run with that and say yes. This thing is what it is. Like for real. Like okay, they had this conversation for real, and whatnot. No, if the guy himself who has thrown that allegation into the air has not come out with that information for real to say that I had this conversation with this guy for real.
He backed up the conversation.
Who backed up the conversation? Who?
Male, he kind of bettered.
Male basically has softly endorsed it. He has endorsed it.
Yes, exactly.
He co-signed the page.
Yeah, he endorsed the page.
This argument has been boiling since. You have spoiled it.
He co-signed the page.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
he posted it on the story and said this page, wow, something. He was just dropping hints. He was setting it up.
People are bringing Ginger's agenda. It's not good.
Wait. Let's Ginger finish.
Wait. He co-signed the page.
Yes, he
did.
He
co-signed the message.
He co-signed the page.
Wait now.
Yeah.
Wait, he co-signed the message. That's what
his silence is obviously speaking.
Ginger, outside of the text. Wait.
Doesn't silence say something to you, Ginger?
Outside of the text, just the other post that were attached to the text. Just the post that were attached to the text.
I don't think he did.
That this is a rollout.
It's a total rollout, bro. Like they were explaining other things about the album. They were talking about
a story.
Yeah, and they were talking about the other pieces of his style on stage as well. It's a whole rollout piece. It's a
I know. Wait.
And it definitely cannot come out without Omale's approval. Like, let's not even. It's not a question.
I don't know where it will go again.
Wait.
That you didn't stop it.
I can actually help you out.
Anyway,
the place I think you could come from.
Sorry, is Ginger done?
You are trying saying, Ginger, are you there?
I did hear. Una never let me.
You could. Okay, you
see,
can.
This is what I don't like now.
Saying, this one has actually the page was co-signed, and if he didn't want it there, it would have. I even thought it was a story initially until I went to the page and said, "Oh, it's an actor post with the rollout of his performance on the Brussels we're talking about to the Scotiabank with Davido."
Yeah, we talked about all those things.
And then we've been seeing a lot of posts of him and his stylist, right? And then coupled with this, it's kind of like, oh, they're telling a story with what he's wearing that is not just random. So if you come from the angle of the possibility Omale's line, which is like the place that I think is more, you can assume, because all this is assumption at the end of the day, anybody could be whatever. Because I don't know when they just like derive the equation that talented equals good person. I've never seen it. But my thing is that if you come from there, you can make an argument, but there was no absolute. It wasn't being absolute, Tag wasn't being absolute, but the page has been co-signed. So before you go forward, I want you to know that. So there is a possibility.
So
wait, Ginger, did you have anything else?
Dante, now you want the answer for Taj and Chibi now.
Wait, Ginger, Ginger, you still have the floor. Wait,
Ginger, I talk now.
Ginger, trust me, I'm here trying to give you as much room to land your point, okay? Because you're obviously making a counter argument here, and I value that. So let's land the argument that you're trying to say. Okay, you brought up if Omale is not behind this or is not endorsing
I will stand by it anytime, any day, and I'll tell you if he likes, he endorses the page. If he likes, he says this, yada. I know it's a rollout for his clarity of whatever mind. I don't care. My own is, if you want to accuse your fellow artists about something, nigga, come out and say it squarely and say,
your chest,
Rema Store, I had an idea, and I discussed the idea with Rema. next thing I see, or you go podcast, one podcast, you sit down there, you tell them, the next thing I see, oh, Rema don't drop that idea, or now Rema steal my idea. You become blackface. You say it to us clearly
No,
that,
you
oh,
become
Rema steal
blackface.
my.
You want to
Wait now. Wait now.
Go ahead.
Wait. I never finish. If you can't do that, then is either you shut the hell up or you come out with music and let that music speak. Simple. If you can't do that, then shut the hell up, because whatever you're doing right now doesn't even make any sense to anybody. First off, somebody say, oh no, it could be sound bites, or it could be this, it could be that. This one say, in the conversation he sent Mara, this one he sent now to this guy, yadi. Then we're wondering, okay, stole your whole idea. And I'm wondering, throughout the entire album that Rema dropped, the sound and the BPMs and the whatever and those tracks that were like mosh pit type, like the Ozebas, the Azaman, the whatever. And you're looking at Omah, and you're looking at all the things Omah has done, like preceding whatever, all of the things he had made. Is there you're trying to see where maybe Omah comes in here and then delivers this the same way or something or whatever, and like this whole aggressiveness or aggressive music or whatever,
right?
And I'm like, okay, because he has always been the subtle part, hence why they call him the Afro depression guy, Abi. Right. So I'm wondering like how, because from where to where.
Okay,
somebody said no, it's not that one. It's not about
is that everything?
Yeah, just letting me finish here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, is that another point?
No, wait, let me wrap up.
Okay.
Just give me a second. And we're looking at all of that and we're saying this thing. People who are saying, oh, from your heart of heart, you're feeling like, somebody said, I feel like deep inside of me, it's true that he stole his entire album idea. You created an entire album and then you sent your entire album, or you played your entire album for an artist, like another artist, right? Is that what you're saying? Because if you say they stole your entire album idea or your entire album, did you play your entire record for that nigga? Is that what you're telling us here? You played all the record because you said scrap the whole album. Did you play all of your album for that nigga? That's one. Two, if the person, maybe you guys are exchanging sort of like, oh, I want to have this tempo and not this tempo, and you also say, oh, I was also thinking about this tempo and not this tempo. That's like exchange. It's not like you also had the idea. Somebody else too could have the idea too, and be like, oh, we're on the same page on this. Oh, rah, stuff like that.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that you own the idea. It's not patented to you or something. Do you get? Okay. Those are two scenarios. Did you play your entire album for him that you say, okay, he stole the entire album? You've made the album already and you played it for him? I don't think so.
All right. Thank you so much, Ginger.
Can I go?
Yeah, and that's it. You want to go again?
I don't know what you want to
sure?
respond to them because everything Ginger is asking for is in the text. If you're actually not biased, you will read the text.
Right. And real quick, before you even expand, Ginger, the argument of saying because of the context you have of Omalay's sound rules him off the idea of him trying to deviate or change or pivot into something else. Obviously, like, we do not know that. We do not know what that would sound like. We didn't get to hear it. So we cannot write off the idea that Omah genuinely wanted to pivot his sound. Right? Like, that's still a possibility. It's very, very...
Once again,
it's very possible.
He questions the legitimacy of that message. So he doesn't want to argue what's in that message. Because the message clearly says, I want to try something different. Yeah. Again, the Omah expresses that he wants to go a different route.
Yeah.
He clearly says it.
Let's up the tempo, bro. Like, literally.
Yeah.
I want another thing that I want to lead into on this conversation.
You don't already even zero the text already. Let me say something real quick.
Anyway, I don't think anyone was speaking absolutes, by the way. Another thing.
Yes, like nobody has the facts.
I think it's been... We don't have the facts here. We've not concluded on anything.
Of what has been presented to us.
He's saying that clearly. That's what Omah said. That's absolutely
the context of the text. In the
Bro.
context
No,
of
we
the
text they read. I mean, we they read something.
We're going off the material in front of us, bro.
So wait, sorry, I want to say something real quick.
Front of us now.
You touch, I beg, allow me speak.
Yeah.
So basically, right, you know when two drug nuts or like two big people are exchanging ideas, right? They're usually exchanging, like in my experience, right? It's usually their top ideas that are being exchanged. It's not usually like, oh, I'm sending you one low-key thing that I don't really feel. No, I'm sending you something that's hot. Yes,
top of mind.
So you're sending me, so you're sending something that is like, top. I'm really thinking this is quality, like this. So Rema sending now I know, and that's one of the things that makes me feel like that was the feeling of, oh, Rema thinking this is the sound they're trying to drop, this is the sound they're in.
Ooh.
And then, this person sharing another sound that was different to what you shared in terms of like your sound at that moment or what you were trying to create at that moment.
Right.
See, like we've said, there could be independent ideas. Rema could have had this whole cooking. There've also been like timelines saying that he recorded this or the record like a while before, those texts came out as well. There've also been like
Chibi.
I think London said something about that.
Yeah, I was about to say London had a space. Was it on 49? I can't remember who he talked to. He talked to somebody on the space.
Where the beat was made in the same session or something.
Of which one and which one?
Was it the beat or the record?
Red Potion, exactly. Which brings
the two records actually.
Yes,
I think he said the two records.
Red Potion and Ozeba, right?
Yeah, Red Potion.
And we even talked about it
on the radar or something.
Yeah,
on the radar podcast or something.
Right.
No, not this podcast. Because they had. I don't know when they started doing big breakdowns like juniors.
Right.
Instead of just doing the freestyles, like producers can come out. London had been on the old US media.
Yeah, he had a media run for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a media for Pina Colada.
For Pina Colada, yeah.
Yeah. So he spoke about this because Ozeba was like his song that year he got.
So it was Red Potion and because I don't know, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember.
Let me just
Red Potion and Ozeba for sure.
It was Red Potion and Ozeba.
That he said he made in the same session.
Yeah, I think so.
Obviously, that
either he said both beats or both songs.
Okay, now this is critical part of the whole situation. It's very critical. For instance, because Ozeba is at the core of the idea that is quote unquote being stolen, right? The Mara sound, the energy. Ozeba captures that to a T.
If they're pointing to anything and you don't point to any other thing on the album, is Ozeba.
It's definitely Ozeba that we should be painting. We should be pointing out.
Let me just.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? The timeline piece kind of doesn't makes everything less factual, right? The timeline, looking at when they were having the conversations, I'm like, okay, the text, the dates here, when they said when Rep Potion came out, when this happened, and all of that. So it doesn't. So now I can't.
Yeah, so exactly what I'm saying. Why the London interview
Ravage and dropped before all of this.
And another part of it is that even when we talked about EEs, when our reaction to EEs was that we could definitely see the world building kick off from Ravage.
Ravage was the preamble.
We definitely saw the world building from the overall aesthetics, the branding of it, very very dark energy, the pace, the pace and energy of say a record like D&D, for instance, right? It just makes sense that you are.
But D&D is nothing like he is. But
it's not nothing. It's not nothing like he is. But it obviously feels like a precursor to it, right?
But Emmanuel, once again,
I want to say something. So let me just before you go, Taj.
Right.
I'm going to say this, that to make my own point, which I'm still going to. I'm not going to point to Ravage at all. But Taj, go ahead.
Yeah, I think, and that's what I'm about to say, right? Mm-hmm. I understand. See, Rema has always made party music, right? I understand Ravage, there was a branding around the dark synth and stuff, like there was little elements there, right?
Right.
Which is why I don't doubt that Rema has always wanted to do maybe up-tempo music, right, at his core. Because Rema does that, right? Once again, this is why
this style is Afro-wave.
Sorry?
He says the style is Afro-wave.
Yeah, and he has been Afro-wave since... He has been saying Afro-wave since even the Rave and Roses, when there was almost nothing ravey there. Like, just like rave music is not. You have to understand that the energy towards his. Rema made Ravage and still came out to tell us that he wants to do this for his. Do you understand? Like, as much as Ravage feels like somewhat a preamble, like I guess you can, because of the darkness of the energy. I think that's
building really.
Yeah, I think that's just more of a mentality situation, right? When you're speaking to what his is about, then you kind of start seeing the clear differences between his and Ravage, right? And once again, it is in the mindset of what his was, which is what I tried to start the argument before, but I know that nobody's going to hold on to that. But when you think about what exactly Rema wanted to do with his, right, it is kind of independent of Ravage. Ravage has Red Potion on it. Ravage has the other records, the other soft records, the other
Smooth
mid-tempo
criminal, like
records.
just more of a vibey thing.
His is straight up from track 1 till he gets to Now I Know.
Local P, bro. Like there was a whole idea there, and that's what we kind of
the idea is too specific. It's too specific.
It's not. It's not. You're overemphasizing it. I understand. I understand what you're saying. No. It's at the end of the day.
Anyways, but I think this part of the argument is the vagueness that I wish Ginger will come here and actually speak about, not whether the text is fabricated or not. Jesus Christ, what an argument.
Right. No.
So here's the thing.
I can't even believe that argument that somebody brought here. But chill, Dante. Like this part of the conversation is where, yes, there's vagueness to a lot of things, right? And I think that is why Omah's P can't land fully. And I think that it is also a situation where a lot of things can be true here. I think Rema might have had this idea, or not like this idea, but had the idea of raising a BP or dropping a straight up party music or album is not something that is so out of this world.
And then the exchange of the Mara idea influenced
So I think once again, the fact that Omah sent a Mara energy towards him and he didn't reply with that, he replied with a Now I Know, because makes Omah feel like, bro, you didn't have this idea. And that's how Omah
and that's how Omah can see it from his POV, from Omah's POV. Yes, but there's also a world where Red Potion and Ozeba might have been in the tuck.
Yeah, but there's a possibility that
like he didn't say, "Oh, guy, I'm also on this wave."
100%, you could have said that. Like
but then again, that could be that. But that's again, but that's been though. That is not a wave for Rema.
What's not a wave for Rema?
Do you understand? It is not a change of energy for Rema, right? You telling Rema that I think we should raise the BPM is not something that is going to make him like. Do you get like? It is something that he already does. He already plays at a high tempo. Even looking at the dates that we're seeing, Ravage was already out.
Yeah, Ravage was already out by this time.
So in general, right? He doesn't need to now state that, oh, I'm on that timing. Instead, he brought a very different record, which is Now I Know. Saying okay,
I think Now I Know he's bringing Now I Know to an Omah because you can, if you listen to Now I Know, it makes sense.
Because it's a thing that Omah would do.
Yeah,
that would be the Rema argument. Yeah, that I'm bringing a Now I Know.
Of course, I'm bringing a Now I Know
because I know what an Omah can do.
Yeah, I'm not bringing Ozeba to Omah.
Yeah, now we're having progressive arguments. Not that the chat is fake. Please.
So yes, this is my thing, because at the end of the day, anything is like possible.
That's the thing.
Anything is actually possible.
Anything is actually possible.
But if in fact, because again we have to verify. London mentioned Red Potion and Ozeba in the same session. It's a big deal.
Then it kind of throws a whole
wrench in the entire
argument at this point.
It does throw a big wrench.
Yeah, it throws a massive wrench
because at that point it's like, if Ozeba is the flagship, this is the record of his, and he already made this before, then bro.
But I think
it absolutely does not true. It absolutely does not true.
Sorry, we've not heard from Ima. Actually, we've not heard from Ima.
Yeah.
Rocco, let's hear from Ima.
Yeah, sorry, just 2 minutes, guys.
Yeah.
Just 2 minutes, guys. And thank you for getting me on.
Yeah, you don't believe it throws a wrench.
Yeah. First is that I just jumped up because I heard people saying it throws a wrench to Omah's argument. It absolutely does not throw any wrench. And this is my point to it. If I'm trying to build up a criminal case, I would make sure that I cover all the angles. And then covering all the angles means the producer and his team on the other side of the side that said they stole or was stolen from, is actually going to go around and start throwing things in the air to cause this kind of controversy and this kind of conversation that we're having. It is the same thing that the guys from the Omah team can actually start and be like, hey, we also had this idea. And if we actually listen to the interview by Tempo also went around saying things about how it's not a story to tell, and stuff like that. So you see that both sides are actually covering their base. I do not agree that those two songs were made on the same day. I don't have any fact to it.
Yeah, but you
I'm
have
only
any
going to
fact to it,
believe
right?
exactly. I don't have any fact to it, but we're going to believe whatever they tell us.
You know, and
those two
he brought
songs.
up something
Why
very
would you
important.
believe whatever they tell us? Why
Okay.
would you believe whatever?
But
Yeah,
tempo,
I
man.
mean-
Tempo is another major angle that we've not really spoke about. Like tempo was there
Exactly.
telling Omah not
Yes,
to drop
no.
songs that they sound exactly like, you know, songs that's already out from a certain person's album.
Yeah.
And I think that is very telling. Like if he's listening to songs you already have and saying they sound
To
exactly
be honest,
like that
I don't
on the
think
album,
that's
then-
telling as much.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, I don't think
guys,
that tells us much.
I don't think
you
that's
know
telling
what's
as much, to
happening
be
now?
honest.
Not
What's
really.
happening now is that everybody's stealing my ideas without me saying. So that's let me.
I'm crying. No, but like, and I think the biggest thing is, I
it
think
honestly
we're also
connects to
beginning
what
to,
Dante
like,
is saying.
shift.
It connects to what Dante is saying right now. It's like ideas are in some cases just possibilities that it's just out for the taking.
I think
Bro,
if
this
anything,
guys, wait, chill, I beg.
no problem.
Let Dante.
Rema went on an interview and said, the interview in the car in the UKP, right? And he said that an idea comes to me. There's a reason it came to me. It could have come to you first, and maybe you didn't act on it fast. And he said it happens for a lot of creators that like you have something
It does.
that you did, and then somebody else does it, bro. I think I'm not teaching my own, but I used to say something that like, bro, ideas go around people. It's like a library, and you're shuffling. And what validates my take is that I literally years later heard Pharrell say this exact same thing. Like you're just checking out books, and if you implement it, the book is yours. Like it's not like this thing now is yours. And also another angle, if you have clout when you implemented it, is a whole thing.
Yeah.
But if you don't, is it that your community that when you were small think, oh, this person took it from me and it's a possibility, or like it's whatever. So
Okay.
in this situation, guys, I am just staying on the production. The whole saying an artist cannot make a certain type of music, like sounds came here, we know what sounds is. It's talking about I'm trying this, I'm trying that. The person that knows what an artist can do is him, his producer,
Is
and
the
his hard drive.
artist.
This is himself, yeah.
Him, his producer, and his hard drive. Sometimes even just him and his hard drive, right? So that's just it. Just in the context that he has even made it. Purpose of contemplation on this idea and I've not
Right.
implemented it.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think-
again, nothing.
Can I just?
Yeah, but
Sorry.
Blake.
People should please let Dante land. When I don't, they jump on for
I think Dante is landed. I think it's landed.
No, I think it
I've
landed.
not even landed. Like you guys have.
You've not landed.
Wait, you
I don't
landed
think
a
so.
solid
Never
point.
land.
Okay, what's your other point?
I did.
Is it the same point?
No, I
Because your
don't
point
know.
is definitely understood.
Yeah, you guys made me do my train of thought, man. Like,
Oh. Let us know when it comes back, yeah?
Don't worry.
no, yeah, I'll come back when it comes.
Yeah, when it comes back. But I just feel like why this situation about what London is saying doesn't necessarily win the argument for them, Rema, is because, at least once again, from Omah's POV, because once again, I'm only going to be arguing on a POV point of view. There's everybody's POV in this P, because we don't have the raw core facts, right? It's a
Ninja, why you disagree with the POV?
it's a POV thing, right?
Yeah.
I think why Omah can still feel slighted at the fact that, yes, I don't care if you made Ozeba years before that. I know what you made his about. I know in my head, I know why his exists. As the narrative of his, the doubling down on party music, Bedu music, raised BP music for almost 12 tracks.
Rawness of Afrobeat, bringing it
Yeah,
back
the
home,
rawness of
a
Afrobeat.
bunch
Yeah,
of
the
things.
cover, the narrative
The narrative of ease.
is.
Mama said only two of them can do it, by the way.
I
Like,
said that text.
No, but how do we know?
So
How do we touch?
Omah
How do we know that Omale was also having that narrative for the sound? Do we know that?
what?
No, this is what he said. He said my album.
No, but he said it
Sounds
though.
I was
No,
using
but
for
all we
my
know from
album.
Omale that has established is the fact that he has a track that was titled Mara there, right?
Yeah, but like
He said
it's one.
He is.
Wait,
He
it's
is.
one,
He
right?
is more than
He
just.
said,
Wait.
none of us heard the album. None of us heard the initial Mali album, right?
Yeah, the initial
And
Mara snippet.
Yeah, on that, this is not absolute, right?
Also,
On that
what if he
context of-
twisted the Mara and the Mara is not the Mara? It's not what you
Wait.
have read, because when
You guys don't understand the point I was just
I
asking
don't,
Taj.
I don't
would think-
understand what Belema
No, but we're not speaking about the record though. Like, well, once again, I'm just speaking about like on a narrative level. If Omah feels like I shared this raising up the BP idea with you, and that is now what your whole album consists of, right?
Okay.
And then I know that I'm working on an album that also has high BP. I'm going to say, okay, you took a bit of my idea and ran with it, right?
Okay, again, you're still going from Omah's POV, right?
Yeah, no, once again, Omah's POV. Yes, that's what I'm speaking about. Rema can look at it as, bro, you told me this thing, but I already had some of this record talked, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my problem now is this, right? You dropped a Ravage as a Rema, and Ravage was not his. Which is why I said I understand Ravage has records that fit into his, but Ravage is not his.
No, of course they are not. But at the same time, you're trying very hard to downgrade the build-up of Ravage into his.
No argument here.
But then again,
I think because listen to the production on Ravage. Wait. Let me make this point.
And it was done by the producers of Heat.
Let me say the same producers. Yes, same producers are on both projects.
When Omale sent Mara.
Wait.
Truly,
you are not there.
If Rema was on that wave, Rema would have sent something similar. But Rema sent in different type
No, see, that's not. See, before they address that. Before they address that part. The thing is, I'm saying is like, the world building, the universe building, it made sense. It was so well executed that it feels so calculated that it feels like Omale's idea now changed the whole face of it. Because if you look at the production of Ravage, and how dark the synths were, how maximalist the production was, the energy is still there. Go back and listen to Red Potion. Go and hear the chaos.
Yes, Mano, yes.
Listen to it's there. The universe is being built. The universe is being built there, and it was so well connected. It was so well connected, and he beautifully sequenced into who he is. And
music is very different.
And I know, but it's sequenced into it.
The music is not the same, guys.
The music is not the same. No one is saying it has to be. It has to be carbon copy. It's an evolution of it.
It has to be.
It's an evolution of it. There's elements of it that builds up into it. The maximalization of production there. And just to add to another point real quick, because then again, we saw the episode that Rema cooked up regarding the overall statements, the overall position that EES was trying to make, the statement that EES was trying to make, the narrative was trying to make. I don't see that. I don't see that. I have not heard that argument from Omale. I've not heard that quote unquote push to say that he had that overall objective just by sending a Mara snippet. You don't have that objective.
Yeah, no, but
you don't have that objective. It's just a Mara snippet. It's just an up-tempo thing.
But guess what, Emmanuel, Omah is not speaking to us based on that text. Omah is speaking to us based on what
based on what he
what he's feeling inside, not what is in that text.
Speaking to the sound, not the narrative.
I know, we've not heard the sound. Guys, we're saying, okay, guys.
You're talking about the text and how you contextualize things and how.
Yeah, I'm saying he is more than what we saw in the text.
Yeah, and this is why is more than what he said in the text.
Okay, so what is more? What is help me then? Help me.
That's why I said
help me then. What is more? What is more?
Okay, what is more than what?
What is more than what's said in the text? Because the interaction between him and
first question in the
Rema.
Now that's why we could not replicate with Kelebu.
What?
Anyway,
last question in the text.
What are we doing here?
Wait.
I'm just joking right now.
I didn't hear what you said. No, but my question. No. I'm asking a question. Dante or Taj, I hope you guys can help me.
Yeah, you
understand.
guys said that what Omale is trying to communicate is beyond the text. Then what?
Yeah. So what is beyond the text is my question.
No, you're talking about the text. The 11 tweets Rema broke down the album with, right?
Yeah, I'm saying the overall creative direction of the album. Yes.
And you're saying that you don't know that Omah had that.
Yeah, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Bro,
he said that on the podcast video. He did say that.
Omah is telling you that was his idea.
No, Omah is not saying all those breakdowns.
Wait, Omah is saying the entire breakdown of his was his idea? Is that what Omah is saying?
He didn't say he is.
Once again, he's not the entirety. Please see,
bro. He's talking about the sound.
He's talking.
I get that. I get that. Guys, I get that. My question is beyond the snippet, the Mara snippet. That's literally what I'm asking. It's literally what I'm asking. What is the other argument? What's the other claim other than the snippet or other than the up tempo that he exchanged in the text?
Yeah,
what is that? Help me.
It's about. That is all.
So Beanie
that's
Boys,
all
Villan and all, where Omah's idea.
Emmanuel, right?
Yeah,
Omah is only targeting two things here: tempo and narrative. Like
the narrative argument, I need to hear that.
That narrative one, I don't agree with.
Because where's the evidence of the narrative?
That's
my question.
Okay, but where's the
tempo is there. We see it in the Mara snippet. But where the narrative come from?
Like,
wait.
He wants to boy
Rema's
low
never dropped an up-tempo album.
Just let me pay you.
Listen. Let us respond.
Wait. So basically, sorry. Let me reward what I mean by narrative, because once again, Rema cooks a better narrative than anybody. Right, Rema, and the truth, and what is the beauty of a talented artist like Rema is that even if both of them wanted to do these two ideas, if both of them actually dropped the album, Omah's is going to be different from Rema. That's just the truth. It is not possible for them to sound alike.
Of course,
that is raw truth. So it was not going to be a striking resemblance. You're not going to hear an Ozeba on Clarity of Mind like the exact same record. Anybody that thinks that, you are not having a deep argument, and I can't argue with you. Right? You're not going to Omah want to hear that Ozeba. That's not what you're going to hear there. But then there's specific ideas, like there's specific things that Omah is targeting. He said, I want to raise the tempo, right? So that means he feels like, okay, this is the space I'm in. I'm going for strictly up tempo records in this space. That's how that message came across, right? At least that's the headspace I'm trying to be in. And Rema drops an album of full up tempo records. At least to a very, very good extent, right?
It used to be faster, and I want to take it back.
Exactly, faster. Take it back. Like those specific pointers. Those specific pointers. No,
Okay, we are down because Rema had a lot more in his narrative cook-up. Than just it being fast.
But that's because
just it being fast.
But that's why.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like Omah didn't show the fact that he was actually tapping into indigenous genres, right? Going back into
from which angle didn't you show it?
From Omah.
We don't have any material.
Exactly. We don't. That's my point.
We don't have any material to show.
That's my point. That's my point, guys. You just landed on my point.
There's no material to know, right?
Yeah, we don't know the entirety.
I just went back to go and read.
And I think ultimately, I started this argument saying that I am playing devil's advocate.
Of course.
This is ultimately why I'm on Team Rema in this argument, because I know that no matter how both of them address this matter, they were not going to sound alike. And Rema's his was going to be specific to him, and Omah's whatever I was cooking was going to be specific to him.
Obvious.
Yes.
AF, bro.
And that was what. And based off that alone, then you can't start.
Album, and you have the context of Rema's narrative and the message you wanted to pass with the album. And part of the things he said is part of the things Omah said.
Yeah, that's it. It's just the message.
Okay,
Listen,
this thing that you guys are saying that it is part of the things that he said. The only thing Omah said is, I want to raise the tempo of the sound. That's it.
And Rema,
what does that mean to you?
No, but I don't think about the let's go back to where Afrobeat was fast thing. I don't like that's did Omah say that? In the text.
Say that Omah said raise the tempo.
Did he say let's go back into the
Did he say let's go back into when Afrobeat was
the EDM centered moments in Afrobeat, that EDM phase in Afrobeat? Let's go back to that. Did he say that?
Let me just say.
But the snippet said that though. At least that's what the implication is.
Which snippet? You listen to the snippet.
Did Omah say let's add? Guys, there's so much beyond. Again, it's okay to be at this point where it's okay to be at this point.
Snippet said that.
We don't know how can the snippet say all of that.
True. She let Dante finish and let Bleep. I beg. Let Bleep.
Yeah, we need to hear from Bleep too. Yeah. Dante, finish your point and then we hear from Bleep, please.
Again, you guys just let me throw it away every time. Like my thought process is not that.
You don't forget to talk.
You don't forget it again,
bro. Like you guys,
guy, you need Jinko Biloba. You You forget.
These things are coming.
Your memory. Any smarty, you don't forget. Any smarty, you don't forget.
Anyway, stop now. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I have it.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, this is it. It's like this. Let's say Omah's POV is we've established possibility. Rema could have even said, this Mara beat pattern you are on. I have a record like that just to prevent this future. That could have been done through conversation, easy peasy. And while you can think there's possibility, he didn't think like, oh, I needed to say that. While you're saying, oh, Rema was already on some fast. This is not just about fasting. There is Mara. That is where me I'm landing on. So with that in mind, it now seems like, hey, you stole my idea, you built a house around it, and now you call it your own. You took my idea, kept it on a land, built a house around it, and now you call it your own.
Yeah, I think it's as simple as that.
It's really as simple as that.
Have you listened to Mara?
You don't. No. It's not even. Sorry, it's not even about listening to Mara. You don't even have to explain past that. It's as simple as that. You stole my idea. You built your house around it. All of that.
I don't know if you need to. Yes,
it's a blip L and
Please, for Belema's question, it's just like information. Is if you care enough. If you care enough, and for anybody, right? If you care enough, you can find out an information, and now you have the information, and if that affects how you approach things going forward. People want to question Rema's artistic integrity going forward. We question if he doesn't address it, but I don't want to. Because I literally.
Why would you address it?
Ginger, let me finish, please. If I've seen a tweet, I wish I picked mine to post here. Somebody said that even if it comes out that Rema actually stole the idea, we Rema's fans will still support him, and Rema Anomalies fans will go and support him, and that's the end of that. But if we are having conversations around it, these are all the points that will be coming out. To me, it is all, this is what happened.
Okay.
I am moving forward with life, but I am letting everybody know, and I'm pointing the finger to someone.
Speak my truth type shit.
It's just as simple. I don't even know if it's the truth or it's a lie. My point is, this
is his POV, and that is his own truth.
Exactly.
Right. It's POV, and it can feel some type of way. But at the same time, this comes with like this is a heavy truth to be sharing, right? This is still like, bro, it's a very, very heavy truth to be sharing.
It makes the fight for the next 10 years sweet. Nobody go know the truth. We go just they argue, they go.
Anyway, I'm going back to look at the text.
Make you drop in
guys, I'm going back to look at the text, and this is again speculation, right? As soon as Rema receives the Mara snippets, right? I think I get this every time. Anytime somebody sends me anything that I haven't heard before or that feels refreshing, that feels new, I would have the knee-jerk reaction to just say that immediately. Oh shit, this sounds like something I have never embarked on. I feel like this is just me speculating again. Looking at Rema's response to it, very nonchalant, like this is a normal thing. It just felt like, all right, thanks, bro.
But like that's your translation, though.
I know, exactly. This is my transition of it. This is my transition of it too. This is my transition of Rema's reaction to it. Is like, if somebody actually does in fact do all the things that you're saying that it does, I feel like you would give more information. You feel there'll be a lot more like.
But you can also see the way Omale is presenting it as
if you send me something mind blowing, I'm going to scream about it. I'll say, this thing is different. I haven't heard it before.
This is just me having to analyze this down to.
It is fair for your analysis to have where it has, but it sounds the same way they would also say that what's it called? Rema should have just sent back one that sounds like it.
Yeah, like there's many arguments to that P.
Yeah, no, this is over analyzing the P. This is definitely overanalyzing, but for me, it just says
too far.
Yeah.
Like now in this argument, now if Rema was my artist, I'm definitely telling him not to address it. I don't care what I want. Like even if I know I'm not lying, even if I know I'm not lying, we're not addressing it.
Right.
I agree. No,
you're not even getting any address. There's nobody helping you to push your album. Nobody's addressing it.
No, I mean some people carry. I'm sure it's going to bottle up into another rant. So at one point, it's going to bottle up to another rant at some point.
On your back. Staying on whose back?
Knowing Rema, it probably would bottle up into
I want to
a
say
rant.
something, right? Rema is one of those artists who has
anyway, new speakers.
So far. Like, yeah, it's not going to be a cool look on him for sure if it's not addressed eventually.
Good look on him.
New speakers, Blip, what's up?
People should let the new speakers speak. Sorry,
Blip,
yeah, so please stop calling the space.
Tragedy.
The irony. I beg you.
Using ginger.
Hello, sorry, Blip, are you there?
Hey, it's my POV.
Yeah, I'm still here, man. Yeah, I don't.
Sorry, man.
I don't know.
Blip, Abegi, how are you?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Biff, it's been a minute, bro.
It has
To be
been a
fair,
long
Wait,
time.
was it your birthday recently?
Huh?
Happy birthday.
Was it your birthday
Oh
recently?
yeah. It was
Happy
last
birthday,
Wednesday.
man. Okay, nice.
Thank you. I've never missed the space actually. I always listen
Yeah,
to it.
you
After
just
it's
don't.
finished.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
I
don't have the
got you.
time. But yeah, I don't even have much to add. It seems like it's slightly moved on, but it was just a couple of things that was mentioned. I think to provide a caveat for. Because I actually don't care for either, because I didn't read the full text. Because if you've lived on agenda Twitter for so long, you become naturally detached from every text and thing. So, but what I can just still say, like, it's also like a POV conversation, because none of it has been 100%. One of the things I'll say is like the ideas, execution, and the narrative. I'll say from my observation, I mean, you can correct me as well. Omali has never been Amalia has never been the one for like social narrative though, like the way Rema does it. If a lot of this project, from my perspective, the shock values often arrives when it drops. So that could be the line that is also towing for this one, where especially when people have his labeled his music as like depression music, and like he's trying to change it up, like okay, this is, and doing that is actually a dramatic turn. And then if you share that with someone, this is I'm arguing from a psychological perspective of why it could be responding and not also fully going out, because it's like if you're at that level and then you share that idea with someone and that person ran with it, it's a different type of hot than like compared to like okay, someone stole your song in a way, because this is people label you like depression music, and now you're trying to be like okay, I want to up the tempo, I want to go in a different thing, and in the same way you do your things, you cook it, you release it, and when people you release it for people to listen to, and then that's when the shock value often happen, unlike Rema that builds up to his releases. It builds up the whole aesthetics, the whole social media at times, and a lot of things. So that might be why, if you're because you asked a question about why it might not be why hasn't Omale hinted something along that line. It might just be like his usual thing is just to do it, and like a shower kind of person. And another one is when people are saying like why now for Malay. I really like okay, like what Gingerbread was saying, like shut the hell up, drop music, and it's either this or that. I think that's a very basic way of looking at it. This is again, this is a point of view thing, because it's an either or. I don't know if it's true or not, but on the, let's say if it's true, you can't really say why now, like this happened 3 years ago, why are you talking about it? Because two things. Let me give a very basic example, and I'm not making a direct comparison, but sexual assaults, for example, people come out 16 years, 20 years later to accuse someone, let's say, that has now become rich, and like obviously they get payment. You can say, oh yeah, they're in it. They're only accusing the person because they can get something out of it, which might be true, but something also happened. So even if you can't say, oh, just shut the hell up and drop the music, and even if your idea is stolen, I don't think it's that easy. And like
Right.
for creative as well, you can't just you can't, they should be able to um they should be able to express it whenever they feel like it. I don't think that kind of thing should apply. And
Right.
again, we never know who is there, because there is like two ways to it.
Right.
There is argument for both sides, for both Omale, when you look at, especially with the interview with, is it Tempo? I mean, he kind of hinted on a lot of things in terms of why they wouldn't even wanted to go, even if he planned to anyway, because people are saying, why isn't he into, even if he planned to, there might have been like an in conversation, like there's no point, let's just drop it and do something else. And again, I'm just saying, like, this is for the benefit of doubt that Omale is right. A lot of the things that people are questioning like, why not this, why not that? The reason we might not be seeing those things might be due to a lot of the things that I've just said, and they've moved on. And also it might also be true that it's part of the album rollout. True, but it might also be true as well. Two things can be true at the same time. Also, with Rema, I actually don't even know which could be right, because I don't follow this story to the depth of it. But I'm just saying, like, psychologically, from Omalé's perspective, it makes sense if he's reacting the way he's reacting right now. It's not something that looks totally out of place in a way. But also for Rema as well. Also, what I will also say is, like, Omah might even be approaching Rema, because Rema has been on that wave anyway. It's like, I'm trying to do something different for me, but who is the person that has been on that level that can approach with this idea? Because he's been on that level, he's experienced that. We can talk about it, we can cook it, and something like that. So that might be what the situation is, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say. But
very sound points. I appreciate that, Blip. To add to the conversation, I had a question, but I want to hear from Elle first before I pose my question, and then probably Pepper as well. But Elle, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your patience.
It's the time.
I just want to let you people know that Elle is sick of all of you. No. Elle is sick of you people.
Elle why is she acting like she has BSs? Where did she come?
She has been here, actually.
She has been here, but you were shouting.
Start showing in his bubble right now.
I swear, Elle was not here.
That said that we were coloring.
Elle was not here for more than 30
Elle has been here.
Anyway, Elle has the floor.
I'm here now, anyway.
Ellie, I see. Her name is No Stress Elle. Don't stress her. Please go ahead.
Elle, please go ahead.
First of all, Tron is missing. I don't know where Tron is.
Tron is missing.
Secondly, I actually have a question as well, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
I heard someone mention about London. When was that? When did London say those things? I just wanted to understand
it's before the text for sure.
Yeah. Supposedly, this was like a on the radar.
Why they go like last year, maybe, or earlier?
Was it like a pod? Was it openly? Was it on?
I remember hearing it on his space. And then he probably could have said it somewhere else too.
Okay,
that's the thing, because it was on a whole media run. He was in different places at that time. He was doing everything.
Yeah, I think it was during the
Pina Colada promo.
Got you. Okay, cool. So he said that Ozeba and Red Potion, same session. It's not unbelievable. I don't know why people think that artists just go into the session and they just do the same style of song. But the person that said it's unbelievable, that was so funny to me.
Did someone say that?
Yeah,
it was Justin. Justin just said that.
Someone said it, and I was like, okay.
Oh, my dears, wait. I went to go.
Right. It was Emma.
I have gone to go and
someone said it.
Pepe has, hold on. Pepe has
Thank you so much. It was on the radar beat breakdown, and he said Red Potion and the He Is beats was made on the same day.
Oh, He Is beats, not Ozeba.
Yes. And it was Ozeba.
Okay, He Is, yeah. I think He Is another record too you can point to at the core of the sound.
Yeah. So you see, I was right now that the two songs were not made on the same day.
Well, that's
but different song. The difference is the different songs, bro.
It's still besides the point.
Yes.
But
I think it says I made the beat. It was album talks, exactly. I was not crazy. It was album talks that.
Oh, he did another one on album talks.
Yeah, I made the beats. I made the beats with Rema in Paris. Whenever me and Rema are in the studio, we are always just trying out ideas. Rema was like, he wants a DJ YK Mule type beat. I went online, searched for that. It sounded good. This is on Ozeba.
Right? This is for Ozeba.
This is explaining Ozeba. This is not what we were looking for.
When did this interview come out?
This was August 23rd last year.
2024.
Last year. Yeah, so this time last year.
Omalé's timeline
So about a year.
Omalé's timeline is making sense, yeah.
So can I just say that?
Wait, guys.
Feel free. I'm
so sorry. Elle needs to go ahead, but following this speech that London made, I just want to say, if Omale is angry, what should DJ YK Mule be?
Exactly.
If it has been credited to YK Mule,
You should be in distress.
Are you people were saying
How can somebody come to you and say, I want a DJ YK Mule type beat?
Right.
And you come up with Ozeba, and all of a sudden,
and
if
somebody else
angry,
is saying that,
then YK Mule should be in distress. He should be in distress.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear the inspiration is from DJ YK. The idea, okay,
Yeah.
what I can give to Omah, even from his POV, because I understand what Belema is saying. Like, it's obvious.
Yeah,
DJ
the
YK,
POV thing for sure.
Yeah, but from Omaleh's POV, he can be the one to emphasize the YK Mule existence to Rema. He can be in his mind. He can think, oh, Rema hasn't tapped into YK Mule before. In his mind, he could have that consciousness and believe that, and that's where a lot of this type of allegations can be just two perspectives that obviously were just misaligned, right? Somebody just believes.
I think ultimately that's it.
Yeah, like I think that's what it can come down to, because it's exactly a YK Mule inspiration.
We must argue. I want to argue.
It's a YK Mule inspiration. Everyone knew it. We talked about
because
it.
in reality,
because it's not like YK Mule was.
Yeah,
it's not like YK Mule is one artist that Omah found on the ground.
Pepe,
so popular.
Pepe, could you please share what you? Pepe, could you please share what you?
Share what I found.
Yeah, what you found to confirm the red potion, and he is, because again, it is a pivotal part. He is a pivotal part as well.
This timeline cashes out very well. Like, just if you look at this was last year, right?
You know, clash anything.
No, Chibi, are we understanding the two things that we just said right now? We just addressed it, right?
I heard the way you addressed it, obviously saying that it might be like, obviously Rema could have had the independent idea, and speculative efforts could have just like coincided in timelines. But at the same time, I'm just saying that
called synchronicities.
I'm saying that there are just too many coincidences, right? It's just like
it's just called
like,
synchronicities, and it happens a lot, Chibi. That's the thing.
If you are London, wait, I want to say something, right?
No, but if London said he made red potion and he is.
Before you guys chill, before you guys go on, right?
You guys are not hearing each other.
Yes.
You guys are not hearing.
No, I heard Chibi loud and clear, to be fair.
Basically, I lost my train of thought because you guys were just speaking.
We don't.
Chibi, you're not the victim here.
Ask that for the remedy. May give you something.
Anyway, no, but
everybody should talk slower. Everybody should talk slower. Like, this is so good. I even thought that the kind of was fucked up with Ozeba. Somebody is fucked up with you. And if with that now, something is getting.
I don't go. Carry false news. I'm putting the video.
Please add it. Thank you, my love. Yeah, I like fact checkers and timelines.
It's actually red potion and Ozeba. I put the video.
Is red potion and Ozeba?
He's red potion and Ozeba. He says it in the video.
Okay. Where's the video? Please send it. Please post it.
It is in the Jumbotron. And he said that he worked on it in Paris and something.
So now that time Omah created and
so red potion and he was made same day and Rema
with London.
Wait,
guys, I've cracked it. I've cracked what happened.
Wait. The video and the caption are different, right? Is that what you're saying, Pepe?
Basically. Yeah.
Don't follow caption. Okay.
Can I just play from my end? And I think because
play it on your end.
The podcast
literally in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's 29 seconds, so it's not that long.
Yeah, 29
I remember I was in Paris, me and Rema, and that was the same day we worked on Red Push and we worked on Party Hard too that day. Yeah, and so after doing those songs, we were like, let's try something more high energy, more local, like Nigeria, stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically how the whole thing came about. We just like, let's just try to do some local stuff, pretty much.
All right.
I remember I was in
All right. So what I just watched
Paris, me and Rema,
is they made
I love how my question got everyone to go and check the facts.
Yes, let's check the facts. Let's check the facts. London, who is the producer of Ozeba, said the entire inception of Ozeba came in the session with Red Potion. It came in the session with Party Hard, which was a crazy snippet that we heard. I can't remember who dropped it, but it's another high energy record. And then we have Ozeba.
They didn't drop it though.
Yeah, they didn't drop it. But it all makes sense that all these three songs were made in the same session. It all it makes perfect sense, right?
Wait. So when you now put that concurrently with what was said on album talks, where they said that he had the beats for 7 months before he worked on it in March. 7 months before March is when you don't pass the December.
Wait, come again. Wait, who said anything about 7 months?
Go and what's it called? This is what.
So there's another video
says.
of him.
Wait.
No.
The audio I just heard didn't give a timeline of 7 months, or did I miss that?
I said on album talks.
On album talks. Okay, on album talks, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he had the beats for like 7 months.
For like 7 months, and then
he sent it to me in March, which was 7 months before March is when.
2023. That's all I know.
When 2023?
October, February, March.
August, probably.
August.
August.
That's where all my sets.
And then Red Push dropped on October.
In October, yes. And then
and then the text was in November.
In December. No, December 2023.
December.
I went to go and read.
Okay, what does this timeline tell us?
It tells them that something fishy
Rema is not a thief.
What does this timeline tell us?
Going down.
Something fishy going
I mean, it still has the possibility that
you say something fishy going down. They try to say Rema stealing idea.
Come on, bro.
Okay, sorry. I would just like to say one.
It makes sense. What this guy just said adds up.
So sorry, Emmanuel. I just want to say one thing. When this space started today, I asked a question, and I said, when did Ravage EP come out? And when I asked my question when the space started, what did Taj say? Taj said, I'm being disingenuous and I'm asking leading questions. Because all I said is, give me the timeline.
No.
And they said I was asking leading questions.
It's been a while.
Obviously, you're sharing opinion. No, but at least, guys, anyway, we're just addressing the timeline.
Again, guys, this entire thing is based off of timeline, right?
Yes.
And we are building it based off of what
What we know in front of us.
Exactly. What we know is the exchanged texts in December.
Yes.
We know that Ravage came out in
December of what year?
2023.
Ravage came out in October of 2023.
And he already had Ozeba beforehand.
And London is dating this session.
Ozeba and Patty Hard were all made in the same session. And he gave the beats to Rema March 2023. So, and he had it for 7 months. So 7 months before March.
He didn't make the record till 2024, though.
Yeah, he didn't make the record till March 2024. Yeah,
that's what.
But the beat was already.
But the beat was made.
And he had the
made.
So that's
the beat was made in August 2023.
Yeah.
According to London.
Which allegedly?
London.
Person talking on, you say allegedly.
But Junior, you're the one that said they were cooking narratives before now. So this one
you don't want to believe Omah's allegedly.
No, but that's the thing. Yes, based on where.
This is what they are telling us. This
based
is
on what
the
they're telling
timeline we have created. Beats, so things. Again, spanner in the wrench is all I'm saying. I've been a spanner in the works. I've been what's the English.
Anyway,
I just think at the end of the day, what I think is that
Omale wants to produce a tempo, right?
Let's not talk about each other as much.
I don't think that Ozeba, the production or the idea was there. I think because Rema and London make up tempo music on a regular. I think they existed. I think if there's any claim that Omah Mahavi is that it was after I spoke to you about this similar idea, you decided to infuse
the Mara part of it.
Yes, and then not the Mara part of it, build around that for your whole project.
Omah's case is still weak for me.
Lies.
Omah's case is still weak for me, though.
And I think that is how Omah is seeing it.
He's seeing it, but his case is. You can say his case might be weak. You can say his case might be weak, right?
You know, Iman, it's just like Iman. If, for example, just like I tell you that, I need us to start doing something more all of a sudden.
Hello, I just see eyes right now.
People or things have had influences of this thing. All of a sudden, you go and put out a 4 album that has the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. Again, can I bring up
this? Guys, that's not fair. Honestly,
that's not fair.
It's very disingenuous.
Because we just talked about. Guys, we were here when we were reviewing years. We all said it. That Ravage built up to this. We all said it.
Yes, it's very obvious.
No,
it's very obvious.
And we hear it. We have ears.
Ravage was a build up to this.
Is Ravage street music, yes or no?
It's not. No one's saying it's street music.
What do you mean by street music? What do you mean by street music?
Ginger, sorry, I'm not on the street, but
Chibi, you're so biased. It's been a while.
No, that's
no, guys.
Chill. The point I'm trying to make, right? Obviously, both sides can be right. The thing I'm just trying to say is that
you are not going to do that.
Anyway, man.
Just in your heart of heart, that you believe that Omale is telling the truth.
I think
in your heart of heart.
Anyway, I think we've exhausted this topic, guys.
That you believe that Omale is saying the truth. That Omale is the one telling the truth. Wait. I don't like what all of you are doing here. So what you guys are doing is that you are completely shutting out and telling us that Rema is the liar here.
Wait. No, we've not called anybody names. We've not said anybody is lying. Omale.
You cannot say that because they literally allowed me to build my own.
No. Ginger, let's not do that. Ginger.
I'm talking to.
Ginger, please, no one is doing that.
Wait, I know the people are going to relax. I know the two people are talking to. Their name is Chibi.
I beg.
Now there be two.
Okay.
There be two of them. Chibi and Taj.
All right. This is the point. This is the point where we pivot. This is the point where we pivot.
Yeah, please. I only just wanted to know when because I wanted to know when the London.
I had some questions. Yeah. Sorry, Ginger. Let's not. We've reached the back and forth about it. Let's move it forward. And I wanted to pose a question. 2 questions. One. I want to pose a question, and Ginger, you can please respond to it if you want, because it's not about you speaking; it's about the conversation. I want to move the conversation forward. Now, assuming, Omale is right or wrong, I don't even think it's a factor here. What do you think? Does this place pressure that wasn't necessary, or even though it was there before? Did you think it now adds on to the extra pressure of the forthcoming album that we have? Are you expecting now for all the quote-unquote drama and chaos that this might be causing? Are you also in the back of your mind like, Omale, this new album, it better be worth all the stress? Are you adding a layer of expectation to this now? For anyone that wants to take that. Ginger, do you want to?
Well, I want to say, I didn't even get to finish. I asked the question and we didn't even get to round up my part. So okay. Yeah, the only reason why I asked about London's timeline was because I feel like if he had said it post this whole burner account narrative, then it would have been suspicious. But London was just doing his thing,
right? And
that is what came of it. So the timeline to me checks out. I think, again, like I keep saying, synchronicities happen a lot, especially when there's creativity involved. Like, that is why we have collaboration, because you're in sync with somebody and you want to do some work. And yeah, sometimes someone has an idea that you think you have and you think they stole it, but they probably just had a similar idea and got on with it.
Yeah.
So that's where I sit with the Rema thing. But on your question, Chibi, I really hope you're Omah. I hope you come hard, though. I hope you come hard, because all of
this one is there to be done.
Because all of this, all of this rollout thing, it's a bit Raz. I have to be very honest with you. If it's for album rollout, Omah.
I think that's his management. I think his management, that's their chosen style of.
Yeah, Donna definitely not been behind this checks out as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I have to say. Good night. God bless.
All right. All right.
L, before you go, I just wanted to let you and everybody know that for all of you that are hungry for Rema to give a response, the response is coming. I have been told to let you people know.
A response is coming.
We love
a response is coming. Okay, so we have new industry. Okay, Belema, you should have set it up quickly. Belema, you should have set that information up better now.
Belema, you see why I don't like Rema then?
He's such an eloquent man. We await his response.
Okay, receipts are going to be coming. I just got confirmation.
They always go to boardrooms to go and cook. They go cook something.
But
he has a boardroom for a reason.
No, but that's why he has a boardroom, though.
I beg.
That's why he has a boardroom.
This is the problem.
I'm just here to tell you.
I don't understand.
I'm just here to tell you that
Anyway, receipts are coming, so we are going to get some receipts.
No, if he doesn't use his boardroom, you will now say he didn't come correct. He didn't use his.
I beg. Everything is always cooked. See, this is why.
No,
wait.
You don't want to tell us say you don't join boy alone.
Chibi, wait. Quick question. This is why.
The money that he's making, they should.
No, but it's very easy to debunk this, right? If you show the
right for you don't go address anything. Everybody just have to be all right.
I think this is why people find it very hard to believe Rema in this very situations like this, is because, bro, Rema can steal anything and cook an agenda around it, and it will look like the most legitimate shit ever. You get, like, Rema can probably never be accused of anything wrong because
do you think he stole?
They've had a way of they have a way of like.
Oh, I'll just ask the person question.
So what did he steal before that he cooked a narrative around it? What did he steal before?
Anything, even whether it's stolen, whether it's acquired, whether it's...
The only thing he stole
what did he acquire and what did he steal?
He said he stole his brother's laptop and that was it.
What did he acquire? What did he steal? I beg.
And he said he stole it. So maybe we should leave Rema.
I'm just saying,
I don't understand.
Right. I'm not saying that people can genuinely not feel like Rema is telling any truth here, because once again, it feels like this nigga.
How?
Wait, Taj, what you're saying?
That's why.
I don't understand what you're saying, Taj, bro.
So you can see why it is not. It is harder to like for some people. Obviously, everybody has their own different POV, but it's very harder for some people to see the Rema side as argument and not believe the Omah side, because like Omah looks like the kind of nigga that does things like he's like this situation felt more reactionary.
Are you trying to say?
Wait.
Omah has a sympathy vote. That's what he's trying to say.
Yes, the bad boy. That fucked his idea. Yeah.
Rema is the evil person here. Like Rema can jack someone's idea and nobody will believe it. Like nobody will believe anybody else but him. Do you understand? Because guess what? He will make it make sense. He will make it make sense.
But what if it makes sense then? So then it's not.
Sorry, but then again, it's like anyway. Some people just feel like, oh, you've cooked this narrative.
Anyway, my second question was
Taj.
Man, I need to answer your question, please.
Chibi wants to answer my question.
Chibi will answer your question.
Them say I be troublemaker.
Sorry, guys. Brotherly, let's get some order, please. Thank you.
Brotherly.
Taj, they said I should tell you that the reason why receipts have not dropped, nobody needs a boardroom to cook up anything. We're just not supporting people's album rollout agenda.
Yeah,
they are not gonna.
Exactly.
We're not dropping receipts.
Agenda.
We're not promoting Claro.
Let me relax, that response that they said to you, they don't cook out for boardroom. That's exactly what they did.
Taj,
they will tell you that they don't want to.
What's your boardroom argument, bro? Please, come on. What the fuck, bro? Like, come on. What's your argument?
Honestly,
you know what boardroom cannot be your argument here, bro.
Because even me, I'm tired.
Taj is acting like he's on boy Lumpiro.
What the hell, man? What the hell is this argument? Boardroom. The fact that they have boardroom.
Do singing agenda, please.
That guy is
agenda. I beg. See, that guy. You're not substantiating anything by just saying he has a boardroom.
Yeah, that guy is too good to be true. Of course, they will tell you that they don't want to support his rollout. That's why they don't want to
talk.
No, but
Taj, who is in Omale's boardroom? Tell us.
Yes, man.
That's the point. That you know, he said.
Omale has a boardroom. Omale has a boardroom too.
It's just Omah.
Do you think? Okay, Taj, you don't think this rollout was from a boardroom meeting?
Oh, it is. Everybody plays boardroom games here.
So
Raz.
So what people
one is more than the better boardroom player than the other player.
So
and
what
it's not fair.
Are you saying someone has a better boardroom?
So what people
yes, one has 50
precisely.
So how is that
one
against
has a
it?
boardroom on the top floor with windows and everything.
Jesus, how does that?
One has two buildings.
So one had a boardroom in bungalow.
Oh my god, this conversation is insane.
Anyway, on that note, that's all I wanted.
And one boardroom.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to share. That's all I wanted to share.
Belema,
wait, I want to answer Iman's question.
That's all I wanted to share. Receipts are coming. Receipts are coming, but
they say Omale no get body, we get beer parlor. I'm dead.
Screaming. All I came to say is that receipts are coming, and we're not here to promote.
This ended up being monkey.
Rema is going to make Omah look so stupid.
Quick one. The Omah album, the rollout. So when will they drop the receipt next year? Because the rollout is going to be for a while.
I think it will make sense. I think what it sounds like. What it sounds like is that. What it sounds like is that. Yeah. It sounds like they're going to drop the receipts way after the album's out. It feels like.
Can you imagine? And guess what? After he now dropped the receipts, Rema will not drop his album.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You never let. You know, in the words of what's this American?
Everybody want roll out.
In the words of this American president, I can't remember. I think it was Nixon. You never let a good crisis go to waste, man.
You always PR, kid. They will use that.
You never let a good crisis go to waste. You never let a good crisis. Remember, is going to use the receipts to do his own.
It feels like replies receipts when his own album is coming out. But yeah,
bring it. We just need the drag to be better than Fatty Bom Bom, and then I'll be very happy.
Oh man! And with that, we have given birth to the next.
By the way, everybody's listening to this conversation that we're having. I just want you to know, everybody is hearing the conversation. The people that need to hear it are hearing it. Trust me, on every side. Please, on every side, so all the explanation.
You are not dropping any disclaimer here. There's nothing disclaimer now. You are not dropping any disclaimer. I go hold your neck from here.
Hold it.
I go hold your neck. I go hold your neck, Taj.
Yo, this was
there's no disclaimer.
Can I say something?
Yes.
You are not dropping any disclaimer.
Can we get back to the question?
Chibi is not dropping any disclaimer.
Anyway, man.
Which disclaimer? Please excuse for my front. I beg.
Real quick.
Excuse my front. You are not dropping any disclaimer.
Real quick, Chibi, what are your thoughts now about the album? And do you have any other perspective like about how it's being rolled out? Because I know you work in marketing, you understand rollouts, you understand perspective. So like, how would you assess this from your POV, right? From a quote unquote rollout perspective, and also, does this change anything about the album for you?
Very good question. I think first of all, right, him bringing out this message at this point might be actually to play the Sonic air, right? Maybe especially in terms of how he's planning to go for the album. I was actually worried because I don't know where he's going to go. I think his sound would have been crazy for him, like in terms of like everybody having that shock value. Mm-hmm. But in terms of just like overall quality, he's very talented. Like just the little peak we got this year with what's his name, with Davido. One of the best records that have come out this year, so you know the quality is there. But at the same time, you're worried. Like when an artist like scraps an album and then tries to rediscover a sound, there's something about, when you have something first and it's like that thing is pure and original, and then you try to recreate something else, you never really get that essence. I'm always worried about that. There's also like sophomore album, I don't want to call it blues, where people never really have that quality that they replicated in their first album. But Omah is prolific. Sophomore jinx, yeah. He's just been very prolific.
Actually,
I think that's what it's called, sophomore curse. Actually, yeah. But he's had actually a very prolific run in terms of like his EPs. Every time, like Omah makes amazing music, and he doesn't even force it. Like
Omah has more classics than Rema now.
Oh God!
Nobody's going to argue. In terms of like,
please, we're not doing that. That's not a conversation here, please.
In terms of Omah's influence on the space, like he's undeniable. Like he doesn't be anybody. He's just original and true to his lane in his own way. So obviously, we're expecting the album. And I expected, even if it's not one that the masses connect to largely, it is going to be quality music. Like he's never dropped, never dropped rubbish. Like it's not in his resume. Nope. Like,
I hear that. Wait, so
can I reply to your question?
All right. Yes, let me know. I was going to answer the question.
Okay, Taj should go, and then Ginger.
No, actually, Dante, I'll go after Dante.
Okay. That many people want to answer the question?
Bro, I've been among.
Okay,
so Dante has been waiting.
I was supposed to be the one to answer it first. Anyways, let me go ahead and say it. The album rollout is already planting a huge pressure, whether anybody admits it or not. Is a huge pressure right now, because if that thing doesn't deliver or doesn't land well, and I mean it in terms of not like everybody say quality is a quality artist, wait, no, stale story. That's not what we're saying. If it doesn't land as per everything that has to do with it now, that he's trying to tell us, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, somebody stole it, and then it doesn't land accordingly, or it kind of takes us in the same direction, or not even sunny. I don't want to even say sunny direction. Let's say it's sounding the same way, like the same Omale we know and whatnot. Then I don't see like that whole this whole narrative now of coming out that somebody stole this thing is going to look like Blair, like, dude, what are you doing? So the pressure is really high right now. If it doesn't land, doesn't make any major statements with this clarity of mind, then I don't know what is being cleared from that mind right now. That's it, basically.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, guys. I have a wager I want to place.
Sorry.
If over 1.5, Ginger
this
like
is not
album,
Big Brother.
Dante.
Ginger will not like the album. I can bet $10 million.
Of course.
Like
he has made up his mind, it seems.
He has already made up his mind. Anything he says now, he's just minding himself.
Yeah, Dante.
Okay. So say, this is what I'll say. Like, I'm gonna make 3 points. I remember some of the things I didn't say about Rush It. No, my bad or whatever. One, with what Ginger is saying, I think it's basically saying you are saying you want to do something new and somebody stole it. So now, if you don't go and do something new and you're saying because somebody stole your idea, you stayed where you were, I'll be pissed. I think that's what Ginger is saying, or that's how I'm translating it. So yes, I think the what's the word? There's pressure in the sophomore album already. Even the taking time with the Nigerian audience, like so, Omale found him recently, and literally a day or two before Donawon said, "I'm no longer managing him." He said, "Donawon, do what you do with Thames. Leave Omale the fuck alone," or stuff like that. Let him drop music for us now. There's pressure, but I'll say 2 things. One, the reason why it's difficult to believe either of them for me is on one side, the old people make joke about Rema stealing laptop. Imagine coming to admit something you did in your past at one of like the peaks of your career. I think that speaks to integrity, and on that, like something that could literally burn a hole in everything you're doing. You came and say, "Hey, I'm sorry for what I did in my past." While I'm big, I look at
Dante, Fat Joe sold drugs. Everybody sold drugs.
Ginger, please.
Don't come up with that.
I don't know
Ginger,
about
please.
that. Everybody can improve. I'm sorry. I live in real life. I don't live on the. This is no offense to anybody. I live in real life. I don't live on the internet. The internet doesn't like to give grace. The internet doesn't believe in human growing. But I don't believe in all of that. Like people can get better. Like I don't really give a fuck.
Right.
But on the Omale side, stuff too is also feels very reactionary. But with life in general, anything can be cooked. Anybody can cook anything. Don't come out and just say like, "Oh, I believe this side." I think if there's balance in the conversation, which is my only plea or issue with the things Ginger is saying, is too one way because we do not know, and that's like my piece on this.
Right. Okay. Appreciate it,
guys. Can I share my take now?
Yes.
So yes, so you guys don't allow me speak. Jesus.
Shut up.
Oh please.
You wait speak trout.
Oh please. You know he's basically mimicking you, bro.
Making me lose my train of thought. Actually, now that I think about it,
was that just for that this whole time?
You try.
No, it's not with that. I just remember you kept like interjecting. Now that I think about it.
Now, wow, it is where. Anyways,
and
oh my god!
I need to correct my mentality. I want to correct my my personality on this space. So in general, I think once again,
wait, what do you mean?
So no. I mean, like, ahead. Sorry, I feel like I've been playing a character, playing the Omale defender. So I actually started this conversation. I'm actually on team Rema in this argument because I know that. I definitely have to put it about this PO because I'm actually team Rema in this argument. But I came here to just like make sense of
touch. Mute your mic. No. You came here and said you came to play devil's advocate. Devil did not ask you for advocate.
Yeah, no,
the
problem. See, I don't see the dilemma is I like defending the poor. I remember
Wait, what?
O'Shea Robin Hood.
Okay. If I don't get to your actual point, bro, I don't know what's
let me get to my point. I'll answer your question quickly, but just to say that I think once again, there's a lot of vagueness to this argument. I think we can't. Actually, what else said is what I was trying to say. Everybody can see things from their POV and they're angry about what they feel happened. It might not be clear from both sides. I think the big possibility here is that I think that Ozeba beat might have existed. Rema didn't want to action it. I think Rema maybe actioned it to an extent after he got the inspiration from
I didn't even buy that one.
Or had a conversation from like them from whatever conversation that they had, right? But I think in general, I think the way Rema delivered his and the way Rema built his, I think it's one of one. Once again, I think both of them dropped the project that they're both arguing about. I think it wasn't anything like, because Rema is Rema, Omah is Omah. I don't think they can make music that sounds the same, and they wouldn't rip off each other specifically. Maybe ideas can be shared that it's okay, now I want to go this direction because I think this direction might work, but I think the specificness of what it would sound like will still be different. In terms of the pressure for Omah, yes, I think to an extent there is going to be pressure on Omah, just because like you accuse somebody or something, so it's like people are going to be looking to see what you want to do. But then at the end of the day, I think just knowing the fact that this is also a creative and making music, being a creative is an emotional sport, right? He's not putting this out there because he wants to convince the average fan or average music listeners that, oh, Rema is a bad person. Like, it's like, at the end of the day, it's for the people that care enough to know these details, right? I think sometimes when you put things out, it's for somebody like maybe me who holds, once again, I think his is the most important album of this generation. It is going to be the most important album of this generation.
I love how we've come around on this album. I just love it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like, there's no point. We don't have to whine ourselves. It's just the truth.
Oh, guys, welcome.
Yeah, it's the most important album of this generation, and that's facts. So it's like, if like, as a creative, and I feel like I feel like this is something that I was going to make, and it got ripped from me, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to say it out there for the people that care enough for that kind of information to make sure that I put some form of stain on you that this idea was not ultimately all yours, because I know exactly what this is, and I know exactly what it is going to be. I know where it's going to stand in time, and I feel very excited about this, right? It's an emotional sport. I'm going to make sure I try and hit you where it hurts. That's just what this is, right? And for the people that care, for the music fan, maybe the business people, the people who care deeply about music, I would say, okay, you know what, Rema, as much as you made this, there's that thing of Omah accused you of taking this, and then there's text to kind of allude to there being some form of proof of this kind of situation. And that is all I think Omah is looking at to do here. I don't think he's looking to I think that's part of what it is. Obviously, I definitely think there's my album is coming, rollout sprinkled around this for sure. Like, it's like nobody's stupid. Just like, it's just what it is. But I think in general, it's like, because it's an emotional sport, I want to be able to tell people that this thing you did, bro, till today, Davido still gets like, there's just like, I'm one person that still holds over the fact that I've heard so many stories about a lot of Davido hit records and where it originated from, right? Because I am a deep music fan, and I understand that to an extent, that creative aspect is personal to you. Like, I tapped into this music because I thought this was you, right? When I find out that it is not ultimately you, it taints it for me. That is me. So I'm one of the people that is going to look at Rema is setting.
That was my second question. I was going to do my second question.
I am going to be one of those people, right? Yeah. That it might hang a little bit, right? And the truth is that I would hope they both don't clarify it, because I think it makes this fun. But I think, but then again, I mean, the rest of receipts coming. The receipts coming. Yeah, receipts is coming. I don't know that the receipt is going to clear much. There will still be vagueness. So people still say that there is a lie. Somebody you can tell us that the receipt is fabricated, just like what I was saying a couple minutes ago, that it is fabricated. They will always say something is fabricated. It's very easy to poke holes into everything, right? Because once again, in a situation like this where it is most probably that nobody's right, nobody's right, and wrong. Nobody's wrong. So there will always be holes somewhere, right? So I think, once again, the pressure is there for Omah. And I think Omah doing this is also just to put that stain on Rema that, this greatness that you created, I want people to know that I was a part of this in some way, right? Because I was stripped off the fact that I couldn't execute this full idea myself. So I'm going to make sure I hit you where it hurts. That's the emotional part of it.
Just to respond to this exact point you just made, I feel like that itch to want to say that I got ahead of this before this guy, I felt that itch was already scratched just by the allegation earlier. Don't you think?
No. I think he didn't. The fact that he didn't say Rema's name,
who it was exactly.
This text is pretty clear. His email is there.
Yeah, exactly. This one makes it muddy. It makes it messy.
Yeah.
It makes it look like it lacks class. It lacks a little bit of tact to put out the actual verbatim or screenshots. I personally, anyone that cared, anyone that would analyze the landscape of the music there, it was kind of clear cut that he was hinting at Rema, and I thought it was more tasteful of a way to say this, to know to scratch that itch that creatively is there.
Don't forget that. Don't forget that people that remember the snippet video.
No, but I understand that. But don't you guys agree in the point of how it's being done, right? In the how, we're discussing the how now because we're scratching the same itch, right? Of wanting to be. Oh, I got my idea there. I felt like the loose allegation that doesn't necessarily clear cut pinpoint it on Rema. I felt that to me personally, I feel it's a lot more classy than what we are getting now, and this whole overall like thing of making Rema the scapegoat now by essentially just pointing at him, right? Yeah. And it doesn't have that weight of, oh my goodness, this album. It doesn't scream of any of that. I feel like he could have gotten off of that narrative just by the interview he did. That was very tasteful, in my opinion.
Doesn't that him out to react?
Imano, that interview. I mean, we can see the clear disparity. Yeah. He brought out receipts, and
I get that
the conversation is bigger than what it was when he had that.
I get that it's bigger. I get that the conversation is bigger, but it's always be there in terms of like. Who can you point to from this Malay allegation here? It's clearly Rema. But the way you come,
you are
but it wasn't clear. It was.
I'm telling you, my group chat of people that don't listen to music.
Wait, why would anyone else? It was such an educated guess to say it's Rema.
You see, you deform high level.
You're saying like
even beyond that,
bring it to the average.
No, but even if the average man doesn't, even if the average person doesn't know it's Rema. Okay, let's give you that.
For it to have meant much of anything.
Let's give you that.
We moved on way too quick from it for it to have meant anything to anybody.
Okay, but let's give you that. I'm just saying that itch. I'm talking about creatively. If you want to,
no, he's not doing it creatively. He's doing it emotionally.
I understand he's doing it
creative.
No, I'm saying when I say creative, I'm saying the what you spoke of like the knee-jerk reaction to blast this person and put their name out there and say this was my idea as opposed to his, right? That reaction, that itch, I feel like you can scratch that with what he did. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that would have scratched the itch.
I don't think he scratched it enough.
If somebody is with what is happening now, with what is happening right now, if somebody wants to tell the story of he is Rema, his artistry, all of that stuff.
So
this entire release, right?
Okay.
Is more would you say pertinent to the story?
Yeah, this release is more of the story than that.
Have Omah actually being attached to it more strongly than that interview that
you need to have Rema attached to it more strongly.
Yeah, for him to scratch that itch. If that's I think
the biggest hole being poked on that his album is this receipt, not that interview.
I know, I get that, but there's a way of even if like, because right now we're hearing of receipts coming out, right? I'm gonna look stupid if I'm a Malay. If there's actual justification now that presented to the world, because again, I'm acting emotionally. I understand it's all emotions, right? But I'm saying which is a more intelligent way to address your emotions here, right? That doesn't make you look so stupid, right?
Imano, I can put everything down. That no matter what these guys are, whatever I put in that boardroom. But
I'm saying, but there's still that tendency that you could look more stupid, right?
Yes, there will always be. But the truth is that he believes strongly that he's not stupid, right? He believes strongly that he's not stupid. That's why he did what
I'm saying. It's not tactical. It's my opinion here.
I mean, that's your opinion, right? Yeah. But for him, what he has done is that he has stabbed at his. And that's all he cares about, right? Now, if these guys come out and stab back at him and this, the truth is that he has laid his claim on his. And the truth is that people are going to unless that if I only God knows what that receipt is going to be.
Yeah.
But unless that receipt is full on like clear cut, which I don't think anything will be clear cut. It's Twitter, it's social media. You're not going to prove anything to anybody. Don't worry,
bro. Even
somebody will tell you that something is not making sense here.
This London timeline, it's already building a case. People are going to add these things together. Anyone that cares to put things together, people are going to add things together. And if there's even further receipts upon what we already have, it's making Omah look crazy with the screenshots.
No, once again, it is fair. I would hope that whatever they do can make Omah look crazy. But Omah in his mind knows that there's nothing that they want to say that will make him look crazy.
Right.
Do you understand? That's what he believes.
Right.
And that is what he's acting on. Simple.
Yeah, I just wouldn't have advised this because I thought this was
because Emmanuel, you're anti-violence. So people are about that shit.
Yeah, but you're setting yourself up for Anyway, it's a risk. He's taking a risk. He's taking a huge risk with this.
Yeah, he's taking a huge risk, and he doesn't give. And,
he's taking a huge
you know
risk.
what? You know what? As somebody who even just works in the business, like nothing will happen to both of them. Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll see. We'll see once we conclude it. I think,
bro. What? Till today, they will tell you that Aye is Runtown song. They will tell you Ekuro is Damikre's song. They will tell you, bro. What the fuck does that matter? The video just sold out Detroit.
Of course, of course. Bro. But there's also going to be the underlying conversations that music people, the people that care about the creative process, and there's always going to be that. And these are two artists that are very sensitive to those conversations, that care about those opinions, right?
Yes, and that is why they want to hurt them. And that is what Omah
that's exactly why in this debacle.
Personality of Rema. He wants to hurt that true creative of Rema. And the narrative of Rema being it. He wants to hurt that, right?
Yeah. To the general masses in the grand scheme of things, of course, like hits will always trump.
This receipt he dropped hits, right? He did hit,
right? Of course,
he did hit, like, and that's all that matters here. Whatever they want to cook up, right? If it hits Omah back, then they'll both hit themselves. Do you understand? But this, to some people, they are swaying by this receipt already.
Yeah, that's some people, right?
Yeah, and once again, there will never be an absolute to this conversation.
Of course.
Even though Ginger came
in the words of Kanye West, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
All right.
But this is just about hitting everybody. Mm-hmm. Everybody must bleed. Let everybody bleed, and then we continue.
That's my thing. That's my own train of thought. And again, this is all going back to my conspiracy theory of Donna One saying, "All right, I'm out the door."
No, I mean, this is not enough for anybody to leave the door. Why would anybody?
I don't know. It's just me trying to put
that's too weak. I think
anyway,
making
man.
sure drop clarity of mind.
Yeah. I was going to ask the second question, but I think we've gone way over time. We had other topics. We had new music. We had the Tyler situation in America, but honestly, I don't think we need to expound on any other thing tonight.
Did you just say Tyler situation in America?
Yep, but we can.
Well, you know we are Nigerians inside here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm American.
Oh, sorry, Belama, except for you.
Yeah, and Chibi, Abi.
And that Chibi guy, yeah. So for you.
Oh yeah, I'm Brazilian, so.
Oh, nice.
Shut up.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, some of us were playing football today, so I guess that makes sense. All right, man.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was one for the books. Even though it was.
We don't even talk new music.
We don't have time. This is so much work.
I'm not saying that we should talk about new music. It's just funny that.
No, we can definitely. New music can bleed into next week, of course. Like
there's nothing.
I'm laughing at the fact that we thought that this was supposed to be a short conversation.
It was,
I was saying let's just get it over with.
It happens.
Anyway,
it's your fault.
It's
your fault. My fault.
It happens every time we set up topics on Sunday.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's always
fine.
It's always a case of you never know how this conversation would actually go.
Sorry. Before we close out, Gingerbread wants to say something. Then I have something to say. Gingerbread, what is it that you want? Gingerbread.
I just want to say something. I bet Mona no vex.
Oh God.
I know Dragon Abaku, but what if this whole Omale matter was actually created also in his mind by the producer himself, Tempo, because Tempo has beef. Wait. I'm not done
Tempo
now.
has beef with who?
Wait,
Tempo
has beef. Wait now.
Oh my God!
Let us finish now. What if Tempo has? Wait now. Tempo has beef with P Prime. Please already based on
Asha situation.
Yes, now. Based on Asha situation. Wait. I just wait. I did cook something.
No, the problem with this food that you are cooking, the food that you are cooking right now, this food,
because he has
this food has burned already, man.
Because I'm still angry about the songs they took off Asha's album. But continue with your thing.
Because now this same guy go podcast talk say Inted the boy say no need why you want drop the album, it could sound like the same one as this one, stuff like that, because he's the one that is working on the whole album. Say he paying them go, so he's the one that's creating. Now he create Ozeba idea, now he create all this idea. So they try to say now London and Peace already steal the idea. So since the producer pick the idea, yes now.
So what I would like to offer to this conversation here is that even Elastic Girl in The Incredibles could never have stretched. As if you stretch some more, you will touch heaven. Just do it. Because where are we going?
Oh my God, man. Leave Tempo, I beg. Leave Tempo.
Honestly, you think I lie. No,
thank you very much, Ginger.
It's fine, Gingerbread. Thank you very much.
Belema, what's your moral of the day?
Okay. The moral of the day is that
don't steal.
Today we have learned that it is not good to steal unless you are stealing your cousin's lappy. Okay?
Moral of the day: producers are really cooking, not just the beats.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I beg.
Wow.
I beg.
In fact, we need to add about. May I add a part to this moral of the day?
Love me, eh?
Wow.
That's what Ginger was saying. That is actually an amazing individual, please. He said that you stole my idea.
Also, another moral of the day is that don't share your ideas with people. It is good to live in a silo, because next thing you know, they will say you stole their album, and because of you, they scrapped the whole album.
Okay,
they will never drop it.
Please, my addition to this moral of the day is agenda now often. If you just put a couple things together, you can find the truth somewhere inside there, but there's
my own agenda.
Wait, I beg. This is Belema's moral of the day.
This is not
everybody. Let me go around.
This is
Belema's.
I need a moral of the day, guys.
Wait, I don't meet everybody after they talk. I beg.
Okay, moral of the day have ended. On that note, we come to you as the co-hosts of ATTW Space.
Yo.
We want to thank you for joining us on this journey.
Anyway.
As you guys saw today, we announced that we have reached 10,000 downloads. That means some of you come to this space and listen to us.
Mad.
And then you leave here, and then you go and still listen to us again.
Or other people that can't make it to the space. Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys,
We appreciate all of you, both the listeners and the participators. We appreciate every part.
Please, can you tell us contributors? I need my publishing.
No, don't worry. Publishing is coming. We're working.
I'll send my tweets.
Publishing is coming. 2 weeks in a row, Shem has wear me Hero and Boba.
We have clipped.
Don't worry, publishing is coming. Publishing is coming, man.
Yes, we have clipped Pepper several times.
Publishing is coming,
bro. Every time I see those clips, I want to bury myself.
Yeah, man.
Like, why
publishing is coming. Don't worry, Son is calling.
We appreciate all of you.
We
appreciate all of you.
All right,
and moving forward, we are still accepting advertisements. So if you have a business that you want to promote, please do reach out.
Of course.
Emmanuel, please.
No, I hear you.
Please do reach out.
I'm advertising, Jerry.
Yeah, man.
And on that note, we do not want to
Rema is actually an unreal bitch. She said, "Now please do reach out.
Please do reach out. We do not want to be like Rema. We do not want to steal our cousin's lappy. Like
anyway, man. All right, guys.
Wow,
all right, guys. Thank you so much.
That's a low blow.
Everybody that is listening and contributing, appreciate you guys, man. 10K obviously is a major milestone. We're trying to hit just as we're planning on translating this to a podcast. So appreciate you guys and all the support. Obviously, is endless. The amount of gratitude that we have for everyone that has been a part of this.
Are you going
man.
somewhere?
Nah, I'm not. What do you mean? Am I going?
She's scared.
Hello.
She said that we said it like as if we
were going somewhere.
No, we just hit 10K. That's all.
Man.
Wow.
Anyway, man, on that note, thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday. Be on the lookout for Wednesday for podcast listeners. And we'll be out here, man. Hopefully next week we'll talk about
new music.
Next week we'll talk about new music, of course. We'll bleed and talk about.
Raj must not drop disclaimer again. Oh.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Have a good night.
My fellow New Music Friday soldiers. I'll see you people on Friday.
Yeah, man. We'll see you guys on Friday.
Logi album.
Logi album
yes,
is
sir.
dropping. Yes, man. All right, man. We'll be here.
Guys.
Bye, guys.